Oh,
it's I can't describe. Like I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me want to vomit every 5 feet.
mm.
Hello. It just makes me want to vomit every 5 feet. Uh-oh.
What was
Well,
that?
that's a good way to get started. It just makes me want to
Okay,
vomit
so
every 5 feet.
listen, guys,
Uh-oh.
we're live.
What was
We're
that?
live.
Way to get
Oh, we're
started.
live.
It just makes me
Our
want
host is offline.
We're live.
What was that? We're live, but the host is offline.
Yeah, because I see it on
Oh,
YouTube.
live. That's funny. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
Is it live?
Oh, said we live.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, Reggie, I'm so sorry. I really, I feel for you, and I hope you have at least like 20 years of therapy for what you had to deal with. Because that smell is just not something that you can get out of your brain.
Yeah, when them pension
Reggie
checks,
learned to
when them
like it.
pension checks hit, don't worry about
Yeah,
No,
he learned to like
oh,
it.
no, no,
He's going to bottle the fragrance and sell it.
oh, oh, oh.
it.
I mean, literally, and the truck
Really,
will
Dave?
stop. The truck will stop,
Listen,
and all this smudge, this whatever juice of ass, I don't know, comes out of the truck and just
so in the
every
event we really are live, no, we can't hear you. Mm-mm.
um. Well, even if we're not, I just had to say that because it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I mean, did you guys clean out your trucks in New Jersey or in not New Jersey in New York City? Did they actually spray the trucks?
Jersey.
They had some immigrants to do it for them.
You know what?
Really, Dave? Really?
No,
Can anybody hear
no.
me yet?
Yes, I
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear you now.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
there we
hear
go.
you.
Good God. Okay,
Wow,
I
missed the
You.
best part of the show.
hold on, please. Let me just say this. I see this is not going to be working for me if it's going to start out like this. So, EV Monks, thank you, and fuck you as well. Uh, Thank you for that very nice opening I had. Well, let me just get started. First of all, this is R is Untitled. Of course, I am R Jones, your host slash moderator. Three words for you: like, share, subscribe to the content. I appreciate that. Going for the YouTube channel. Once again, it's much appreciated. Sharing is caring. It's 125% free. With that being said, let's get into the show. Sports, life, and everything in between. That is us. First, my first panelist is the lady. Miss Evelyn is here. How you doing tonight, Evelyn?
I'm good. I'm good. It's
That's
just
good. That's good. That's
a
good to hear.
crazy day. I'm good.
Exactly. Also joining is my man Ronan Black. Ronan, how you doing today? Your mic is live as well.
I'm alright.
He's enjoying some other stuff as well. Reggie, your mic is live. Hopefully all is well with you tonight.
You know, one day at a time, brother. One day at a time.
One day at a time. You already know that. And last but not least, my good friend from Queens, my man David. David, your mic is live. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope all is well.
All is well, brother.
All right. With that being said, let's get into some stuff here, shall we? I can find this stuff. Hmm. Let's talk about this guy. The Buffalo Bills are opening up a new stadium and they're honoring their Bills legends such as Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly. But one name escapes. That name is O.J. Simpson, who will not be celebrated during the opening of this new stadium. And we all know why that is. O.J. Simpson, obviously, with the whole if the glove don't fit, you must acquit, that type of thing. The murder of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown.
Right.
Yeah, that was a tragedy, but OJ was acquitted. And also, he did something else. I think did he go try to retrieve his memorabilia?
Yeah,
His
and
Yes, he
records.
he got
did.
arrested for
That's
it.
what
It
he
got arrested.
actually went to jail for.
He went to jail for it. And of course he's passed away, he's transitioned on. God bless your soul. But at the same time. don't know if I like this. I mean, I get it, but I don't know if I'm really a fan of it. I mean, can you separate? Can you really separate the two? I'm gonna ask that question and throw it to you guys.
Well, let me ask you this: if you were responsible for putting this event together, and you decided to uh, remember OJ with the others, how would you do it without it being uncomfortable or awkward?
You're asking me how comfortable I would be with it.
No, how would you do it? Like, what would be the how would you go about doing it in the least
Offense.
offensive way or so?
You
Well,
can't
I mean, you said you can't. Why do you say that?
because you say O.J. Simpson. You don't. People don't think football. They think the O.J. Simpson trial.
I mean, I
It's
understand that, but at the same point, you should be able to separate the two. I get like this is kind of like on the lanes of like R. Kelly, okay, where we talk about all the crimes that he's done. You understand? And how people like will not play his music either at events or even on their iPhones slash Android phones. They won't have his music because they're sickened by him. But I've
right.
run into people that can actually separate two. I like to think it's a majority. I could be wrong, but I like to think it's a majority and whatnot. Um, how I would present it, listen, if I'm an owner of the team, I would put out some type of announcement in the paper. You know what I'm saying? Or even better, maybe get a feel confirming how they feel about it, and then I would proceed once I
Oh,
had my answer.
that's an idea. That
You
that
know what I'm
that
saying? But for
I,
them to just like automatically, without any inclusion of the fans and whatnot and the general public, I think that's kind of overstepping the bounds just a bit.
Well, I
The
mean,
owners are still the owners.
No doubt. I'm not gonna deny that.
Okay, so let's let's read between the lines on that one.
and they have to cater to their investors too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But again, was he guilty? Was he found guilty of that murder? No. They acquitted. They had a trial and everything, and they
In,
acquitted him.
in
Well,
but
in the court,
in the
in the court.
public eye, yes, but behind closed doors,
Right, right, right.
you know what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know,
that's. I'm sorry, Rich. Go ahead.
you know, I still have the image of him running through the airport doing the Hertz commercial.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying.
That's where I am. I'm
There's
not
the
sitting
there's
here saying I'm not sitting here. I wasn't in California when all of
right,
that happened.
right.
That's not my lasting memory of him.
No.
You
And see,
know,
so you're able to separate the issue, the two.
yes, I am.
Okay, okay.
Well, let me
And like,
can I ask you a question?
sure.
If how would you feel different if he was still alive, Reggie?
Would I
It's
feel different if he was still alive? How can
Yeah,
I
I mean,
say?
if he was still alive
mhm.
and could atone, I mean, could I don't know. I think
Okay,
people feel different that because he's passed on, and rest God rest his soul.
okay,
But
okay.
if he was still alive, how would you feel?
I would still feel the same way. To be totally honest with you, what
Hmm.
Mhm.
what this man did on the field, what he accomplished on the field,
Yes,
same
he
way I
was.
feel about Pete Rose.
Right.
I can separate what the man did for the sport for the sport as to what happened in real life. Now he was acquitted of double murder, whatever, double homicide,
Mhm.
whatever it is. He was
Right.
acquitted for that. You know, if he went to trial and he was acquitted, that's where it should end. Not saying for some people it should end there, but
It
for
should.
the people involved that's intimate with it, they'll never accept it.
Right.
Well, that was going to be my point. If you were the family of one of the two victims, just the idea of him being honored, whether he was alive or as he's now posthumously, I think that would sicken you. Um,
Right.
and
Well,
so, but
But again,
it's
you
not.
you don't know that he did it.
Well. In their hearts, he did it,
well then,
and and if in
Mm.
a lot, but in the hearts of a lot of people, he did. I'm not saying whether he did or not. I'm
right,
not connected to the case,
right.
but if I were the Bills ownership and the team that's putting behind the scenes putting this event together, um, I would be tone deaf if I didn't recognize the fact that OJ was polarizing and that there would be people who would, I think, have a right to feel offended by the team honoring him because while we can separate it, it's like acting as if, well, don't worry about all of that other stuff. He was a good football player, and for me personally, yeah, I can do that, but I'm not tied to it in any way, and
Okay.
I would have to at least be mindful of the backlash or that I might be hurting people.
You know what? Let me jump on that for a second, David. And I respect what you just said. However, I'm gonna take a left turn real quick. I'm gonna take a hard left. My thing is this: if you're upset at anything, you shouldn't be upset at the man because again, he's acquitted. Be upset at the jury. Be upset at the jury. And
Right.
again, we're talking about the. This is a football related issue. This is a football related issue. It shouldn't be, oh, look what he's done off the field or whatnot. You understand? The man is a legend in a Bills uniform. This is a football thing, and again, it has to be separated. And just like
I,
I said,
I I hear what you're saying. I really do, and
right,
because I don't have an emotional tie to
right,
it,
right,
I could hear it with open ears. But for many people,
mhm,
um, regardless of what the outcome of the trial was, and regardless of how the jury, deliberated,
mhm,
they believe that OJ was guilty. How many cases have we seen where um, people who look like us were the
right,
victim and the alleged perpetrator got off? A jury got them off, and in our
mhm,
heart of hearts, we still feel the same way, and so I think that it would. I, if I were putting the event together, I would at
right,
least that would be on my mind. And and listen, not having him honored doesn't take away anything that he did on the field. They
okay.
took away
It doesn't.
his awards and they don't recognize him. But you can't go back in history and erase what he did. So people who were Bills fans um, back when OJ was playing in the late '60s, early '70s, to mid '70s,
Hmm.
they're
Yes,
not going to forget that. There are a lot of people who only know OJ post playing career,
of
even
course.
post Hertz commercial, and they know him as the guy who was riding in the Bronco,
Mm.
and that's
And,
what they know of
And his
OJ.
movies,
yes, there's movies, the Naked
Yeah,
Gun,
Naked Gun.
and yeah,
right, right.
exactly.
But so for those people, OJ is synonymous with a horrific crime. Whether he did it or not is irrelevant to them. He is synonymous with them,
Right,
and I
right.
think that those people can't separate because that's the only OJ that they knew.
Well, it's not
Mm.
fair in my eyes. Maybe I'm
It,
taking a
it,
hard
it's
line
not
stance.
it's
It
not
really isn't
fair.
fair because again, again, we're talking about a football player. and his accomplishment.
Well,
And
I'll just
if you give him, if you're
yeah,
talking about legends, you're talking about Jim Kelly, you're talking about Thurman Thomas, you're talking about other guys
yeah,
that
yeah.
play for that organization or whatnot, and this is based on football. Hell, we don't know what Thurman Thomas does behind closed doors.
We
We don't know
don't,
what Jim Kelly does behind closed doors.
right?
You understand what I'm saying?
But that's the thing; it's behind closed doors. And but I'll just leave it at this. And R, I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, I feel you. I respect what
I'm
you're
looking
saying
at the
too.
other side of it, and I will
Sure.
say this: not honoring OJ or OJ himself, who did more damage to their legacy?
Mm,
Mm-hmm. True.
Wh-
yeah.
My question is why make such a big deal out of it? I mean, they could have gotten away with just putting like his name on on a piece of paper, and or not a piece of paper, like on a
It's
billboard
kind
or
of
whatever.
it's kind of an uncomfortable
Yeah,
kind of thing, kind of discussion, whatnot. It's very uncomfortable, whatnot.
yeah,
And Dave, once
Yeah,
again,
I
what
mean,
I would have done, honestly,
yeah.
I would have put out like a feeler.
And
This way,
I think that's the best idea. I
yeah,
like
I
that.
get a pulse on the
Yeah,
general public
right,
and on
right.
how they feel about this particular issue and whatnot,
Yeah,
and then maybe proceed from there.
yeah,
but
yeah.
anybody that was born after 1994, which I think is when
That's when the
the
trial
Yeah,
was,
trial
right?
happened.
yeah.
Uh, that's all they're going to know is
Mm,
what happened, the trial, all that nonsense.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
crazy,
depends on what generation you're talking about.
right? Right.
I
Like all
agree. And
the, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
okay, oh, I was just going to say, yeah, that's a very true point. But here's one thing that we have to be mindful of, and I'm guilty of it a lot.
Mhm.
Sometimes think that 1994 was 10, 15 years ago. In my
Oh,
memory,
yes.
in my memory, it's like then I have to smack myself and say,
Right.
do the math. It was 32 years ago, and
Right.
so
All the time.
someone
All
born
the time.
during the OJ case is a full adult. These are not children,
Right.
Hmm.
and so their whole history and memory is the O.J. Simpson that
Yeah,
had
that's what I'm
the
saying.
unfortunateness attached to his name. So for them, um,
That's
that's been
all
a
they know.
long time. It's been a long time since 1994.
It's been a long time, and one
Yeah.
thing one thing about that 1994 that chase and whatnot, how dare they infringe upon my Knicks game against the Houston
What
Rockets
were
game
you a
six?
Knicks fan at
Wow,
that time?
really?
'Cause I don't know.
Were
No,
you a Knicks fan then?
yes I was, yes
You,
I
you,
was, I was very hopeful,
you
and,
sure you weren't
and
like rooting
uh,
for the Bulls and then
nah
Michael took
nah
his
son,
break?
no, I
Okay,
was a Knicks fan, I was a
I
Knicks fan.
don't know. Well, yeah,
Didn't that interrupt the Olympics also?
What's that again?
was it
Didn't
the?
that interrupt the Olympics also?
Listen, that was game six.
I
I
think no. I
remember it like
think that
yesterday.
yeah. I
World
think I
Cup.
was listening to a sports station and they
It was the
said
Yeah,
World Cup you
the
said,
World Cup. It was the World
Ronan?
Cup. Yes,
Okay.
it was the
they
World Cup.
it was on all
Was
the
the World
channels.
Cup?
That
Yeah, it was the
really
World
close
Cup.
case
You
was
sure
on
it wasn't
all
game
the
six
channels.
of that final? I could have sworn.
It was I was listening to a sports show
Mhm.
and they were talking about it and they because I had totally not remembered that because I'm not into the World Cup.
Okay.
But they mentioned that it was also the start of the World Cup.
The
Okay.
start.
So
Okay.
it was
Okay.
very early in that, but who knew? Not me. But
Mm.
yeah, all I knew was the Knicks and the Rangers at that point.
Okay,
Right.
got you.
Yeah.
Brother Ronan, do you have any thoughts on this particular topic or not really? Or can you even talk at this time? Maybe your mic on mute or
No, I
something.
can talk. I mean, Lawrence Taylor's name is up in MetLife.
Mm. And we know about his
He's yep.
past.
So he's on MetLife. This guy gets interviewed on look. He's arguably the greatest defensive player that ever played the game.
Right.
His name is up in MetLife. He got busted on what solicitation of an underage prostitute,
Mm.
Mm,
and he did some podcasts. I've seen him on All the Smoke stuff like that. So
Right.
right.
OJ was acquitted.
Right.
Um,
Right.
if you want to go deeper, you can celebrate all the presidents, all these ones from back in the 7th to 18th century, stuff like that, and look at their
Mhm.
track records, slavery,
Right.
murder, that
Mm.
all that stuff. They celebrate them. So, and on top of that, O.J. Simpson is. It's not only think it's debatable. I think he's the most famous player in Buffalo Bills history.
No doubt.
Mm.
Oh no, that's without a doubt.
No doubt.
That's without
No
a
doubt.
doubt.
And
Exactly.
someone said about the shareholders. Well, the Pagulas are the main. They're the main major shareholders. Everyone else is just minority owners. They don't have to answer
Mm.
anybody. You know,
No,
they
they
like
do.
they like sell your shares. Someone else will come up and buy those shares and be a minority owner.
Right. Right.
He's in
Well,
if the Hall of Fame didn't take him out, then what's the point? Ty Cobb's in the Hall of Fame.
Mm. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you know what? I hate to even say this, but I know OJ, polarizing figure, black man with a white woman. Um,
what does that
woman.
have to do with anything?
Well,
I mean,
listen,
let me
it,
Unfortunately, it's the world we
hold on.
live
I
in.
know it
Is
has to
it,
do with
it,
a lot of
it,
stuff.
it has a lot to do with
I
it.
think
It
it
has a
had
I
lot to
know.
do with it.
everything,
I,
everything to do with
oh,
it.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to say that.
Mhm.
But why? Why does that have to be the main topic? Like, come
because
on.
this is America.
Exactly,
This is
exactly.
America,
Mhm.
and
Okay, so it,
How dare you, black man, soil this woman's, you know what I'm saying? Her innocence, so to speak. I mean, was
oh
she
my
really that
god,
innocent? But no,
oh,
I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep it
I'm
real.
Mhm.
so over that. I mean,
It is what
whatever,
it is.
whatever.
No, it
You,
is
you
what it
know,
is.
it's ridiculous. But
But
as far
they're gonna hold it against them. They're gonna hold it against them. You
Of
harming the
course.
violence, whatnot.
I
was
mean,
he
all,
Even if
all the
you're
crime.
black women? And I mean, okay, whatever. He may have or may not have done what they think he did. But what I'm saying is this generation has no idea about his football history. So unless they are going back in Googling his history,
they
the
need
only
to.
thing they know is that he's a killer.
I mean, I get your point, but you know what? This younger generation, they need to go on. They're so quick to go on YouTube and Google. Well, then look stuff up, learn. It's a quick investment of your time to see this man on the football field and what he
They have,
did.
Yeah.
yep. They have whole games. Buffalo. I
Right,
watched the Buffalo Bills game from 1976 when they played the Giants on
right.
Mm.
YouTube. The entire game.
The entire game, exactly. You
Right.
know,
So
If
it's not
I
like it's not there. This and you can go watch old games on NFL on NFL.com.
Yes.
right,
Yes, sir.
right.
yeah, you could watch the
but
last Jets Super Bowl.
if you
Mm.
type
Yeah.
in OJ Simpson, that's not what comes up.
We get it, but they have to stop being lazy and do a little bit of digging. You know what I'm saying before you judge or whatnot.
You mean actually read instead of following TikTok? I'm sorry. Okay.
I know it's a
Yeah.
tall order.
No, it's
Nah,
ridiculous.
it's a tall order. It's a tall order. I get it.
Riff doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
What
You better believe it,
what
sir.
is what is this riff you speak of?
Reggie, stop it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, we are telling our age by saying that. I'm
You
just
already
saying.
know. You already know the deal. You already know the deal. Let's do some moving on and let's get on with. As you can tell, I'm getting out of the sports arena. I'm trying to take on other stuff. How about this? This seems to be a hot button issue: birthright
Oh
citizenship.
Lord.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Go ahead, Reg. Oh Lord.
Mm-mm.
What's on your mind, brother? Go ahead.
I got nothing right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
come
give
on,
somebody else the
Oh,
floor. I'm gonna give somebody else the floor.
Dave.
uh-oh.
You want to take a stab at it?
Um, well, I mean, it's all one man, and as I don't know, it's targeted, obviously targeted certain groups, even
Of
though
course.
others are going to be collateral damage of it. Um, he is determined to squash um, immigration of certain people.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
So I,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You really want me to open up my mouth? I don't think you want me to open up my mouth.
Sure,
Please.
I
He's a
do. Yes,
fucking
yes.
idiot, bro. He's
yeah,
a fucking idiot.
Okay, Captain Obvious.
I
yeah.
don't know how other many countries is laughing at us for having this fucking idiot as a president.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody
He's a
voted
fucking
in.
idiot.
That may be, but he got voted in not once but twice. Well, And
Well,
if he got voted
listen
in
here,
twice, that speaks
I can kind
volumes. That speaks
I
volumes to the voters.
I can kind
What
of
the
I
voters?
can kind of say five of us didn't fucking help in that.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Oh,
Yep.
excuse me, six.
Oh, hi, live.
Oh wait. Oh,
Oh, what's
what's up,
up,
Live?
live?
Y'all, a party.
What's going
I know
on?
I just dropped in, man.
It's
You know what
all
I'm
good. It's
saying?
all good. It's all good, brother. We talking about these birthright citizenship issue
Hey, you just
that's
dropped
going.
in like an immigrant baby.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, no, man.
He
I mean,
airdropped.
again, man, that the birthright thing, man. We lucky that it wasn't a something where that it was on the level that sensible judges could have struck down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right. Yeah.
the Supreme Court
Right.
is rigged. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
if it was up to them motherfuckers,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That'd be a done deal, right?
True.
So, we lucky, but you know what I'm saying? We even more lucky, man, because of like all the shit that was struck that him trying to put. You know what? And if you think about it, all he wanted is his name on the building. He wanted his name on the building before Obama finished that fucking library. You
Mm.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right, right,
like
right.
that was something that was given. That wasn't even like no governmental shit.
Nah.
That was philanthropy. But he's so thirsty to have his shit and him wanting to be seen. He put his shit over John F. Kennedy. Was it like was John F.
Yeah.
Kennedy or what?
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Wow.
at the
Yeah,
Kennedy Center. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a maniacal bastard. He's a fucking like son. Again the aspect of him getting voted twice
Right.
only speaks to the real passive racism that's permeated in this country,
I don't think it's
right?
so passive anymore, bro.
Right. Well,
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 Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well, because they emboldened, right? They emboldened, and I don't think passive in a sense where
mhm.
um you know what? Are you right? I was getting ready to
People
argue a
are
point,
okay
but
with
you right. You right.
Yeah. Yeah.
the
It
people
ain't that
are okay
passive.
with it. That's what gets me.
They,
They're
Well,
okay
they
with it.
coming out the woodwork, boy.
exactly, exactly. But
Yeah,
Oh, let me tell
obviously,
you.
good, Ev.
Well, like I was told R earlier, I almost got into a physical altercation today.
Get
Mm,
out of here. Word.
Wow.
mm-hmm.
you?
Uh, really,
What
No,
happened? What happened?
I I
he a
I
thug, yo.
I can't even voice it. It's just so I engaged with stupid. That's all I can say. I
That was your
don't
first
engage
mistake.
with stupid.
Yeah. Was it
I
a
went
Trump
I
supporter?
went to the store and this guy was saying something stupid, and I was like, I'm not even going to go there what I said, but
Mm,
he started coming at me, and I was like, you don't want to go there. You really don't want to go there. Um,
mm.
so as far as Doofus is concerned, who cares? Who cares? This guy he is the most insecure, narcissistic. I mean, he must have an innie instead of an outie,
Oh.
honestly.
Oh.
Ah,
Because
ah,
how
ah.
insecure do you have to be to have your name everywhere? Like really,
Man,
really?
that you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? That dude, man. And here we go, right, with the what you had just said, like who cares, right? I'll admit that,
No,
like, especially that second time around, I
yeah,
slept. Like I even with Project 25 shit out and all
Yeah,
of this. all of the ramblings, all of the pre-ramblings you seen
Project
that that
2030.
that 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 conservatives was getting ready to take the fuck over in every aspect. Um, as much
Yeah,
as I you know what I'm saying, I try to be aware of that shit. I didn't believe that the American people would go for this shit the okey doke twice.
but they did.
Oh, absolutely.
But they
Yeah,
did.
but
They
yeah,
did,
yeah,
which is a shame.
yeah.
Like I said, that speaks volumes on the voters of
Yes, sir.
this
Yes, it
country.
does.
It does,
Yes,
but
it
it
does.
also is an indictment against the Democratic Party
Yes, sir.
because
Yes, sir.
because
Yes, sir.
a
It's
lot of
an
people couldn't get behind Kamala Harris.
Uh,
That's right. That's right.
uh,
Right.
because she's a woman, and
I
when
kind of want to
people.
say, go ahead,
No,
E.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry. No, go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you,
I kind of
Reggie.
want to say that it was. I think it was set up that way, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it has to be set up that way
Yeah,
because there's no way this guy should have got voted in again, bro.
no,
Right.
it
I'm
Right.
is.
sorry.
I
It
agree.
is set up.
I
It
I
is
agree.
agree.
set
It
up.
is set up because again, like back during the first run, because he ran against Hillary Clinton. Okay,
Right.
and Hillary wanted that because she figured it was going to be easy to beat him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
she figured. She figured it wrong because
Yeah.
again, it was proven that she was hated, literally hated
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
by American voters.
She
Okay,
thought it was just Bill that hated her.
yeah, exactly. No, but
He
no.
What
really.
that,
Oh
that
my
now?
God.
What level of hate was it though?
Come on, you know that man don't like her.
What was it? Was it because she didn't where somebody else did?
But what gets me is now everybody wants to cry. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's ruining everything," and
Yeah.
you voted this asshole
Right.
in.
Right.
Really?
You want to. I believe the tears right of agony comes from an awakening that has not been this apparent since the 1960s, right?
Mm,
Well, if
1950s.
you really
Like
want to get into it, that's
the
why he's there to wake everybody
well,
up.
well, again, so I think you know what I'm saying. Somebody just said it wasn't that passive, right? And it wasn't, right? And it's not, right? But again, you know, like even the ones that allowed this man to come in, they see they see the object classism in effect, right? Because again, most
Yeah.
he won, you know, from a vote of a lot of racists, a lot of people believe in the hype
Yes.
about
yeah.
welfare mothers and the government giving up too many services for this and that. And even though you know these you know what I'm saying, even though everybody enjoys the same liberties and luxuries everybody else does, they
Right.
went for the okie doke. But the turnaround is the acknowledgement of the Bitcoin, right? And the acknowledgement of the slush fund, right? And the acknowledgement that this motherfucker sued the very government that he's running. You know what I'm saying? And held these
Right.
motherfuckers under hostage and shit and all of
Mm,
that. They looking at this now and it's like, oh shit, we are not benefiting from this shit, right? It's like all before you could probably see the passive benefit of having a motherfucker like that in office.
well, yeah.
If yeah, you so now it's not. Oh, you know what I'm saying? White farmers you know what I'm saying? Conservative farmers are losing their shit too, right?
Yeah.
Conservative business people are losing their shit too, right? The
Right.
average everyday, you know what I'm saying, person that believed that they was immune to this fucking system are now
Mm-hmm.
being abused, right?
Well, let me.
If
Mm-hmm.
you like, you could go on YouTube and the police misconduct is not just black people, right? White people are getting killed all over the place.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I mean, son, in droves. You can look at the shit on YouTube. B. It's
Word.
like,
Word.
you know, it ain't even Steven, but like these motherfuckers is getting shot. Innocent white people.
They're catching it. They're catching it as
They
well.
catching it.
They're catching it.
They getting their land taken. They getting their houses taken. They getting
Mm-hmm.
all of this shit that they thought they was being protected from. Like it's now it's true
Yeah.
classism, and
Yeah.
and it's too late to see it. Like it's
Right.
too late to see it.
I want to ask a question, and I want everybody to be honest on this one with their answer and whatnot.
Sure.
Are any of you concerned about undocumented people here in this country having their children and the children have this citizenship?
No,
Nah, I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't care.
no.
I don't give a fuck about
It
that
has
shit.
nothing to do with me.
I wasn't thinking about it before this, and now that they made a thing about it, I'm still not. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
care.
But
I
this
mean,
It's a
it's
this
been
whole thing,
how long it's been going on? Let's
Yeah,
be honest.
yeah.
since
No,
the
it's been going
Constitution.
on before me and you, and it's going to go on
Hey,
after us. Stop it.
Mm,
hey, hey.
Let me ask you. Let me
The
ask you something.
Constitution state that, you know what I'm saying, you have, if you were born in this land, you have an
yeah.
inalienable right to citizenship. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You are a fucking citizen. So
Well, can I ask you a question? Since Doofus likes to go, bring us back to the Stone Age.
Mm,
Um, if nobody's can be born, if an immigrant came here and had children and they shouldn't be here, then he shouldn't be here because
right,
his grandfather was German. His grandfather was a pimp and a drug dealer.
right, right,
mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
right,
and so, if that's the case, then nobody belongs here but the Native Americans. I
right.
mean,
But
come on.
those people think that they immune to that shit though, right? You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
there's this um this plateau of privilege, right? I give you an example. Elon Musk just
Mm,
said some shit about what was it, Japanese people and Philippine or some shit. He said two, you know, two people not supposed to be y'all niggas. Y'all need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Da 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 da. But motherfucker, you South Africa. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
like you
yeah.
you included in what the fuck you just said.
Right. Right. Right.
You're included,
Mm,
right? This goes to a really dumbfound blindness and privilege that all of these motherfuckers that live on this plateau in, think they enjoy, right?
right.
Because they can put themselves above the shit because all of the discrimination, all the oppression does not include them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Imagine,
yeah,
Facts. Facts.
imagine being in South Africa.
Right,
yeah,
How
right,
bad the racism must be.
yeah.
You got that right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I can't. if he's that, I mean, Musk is a freaking sociopath, anyways.
sociopath,
But
Well,
sociopath.
just like his buddy. Just like his buddy.
right,
Yep, yep.
well, see, that's the problem. Is there needs to be a registry for narcissists and sociopaths. I'm sorry, we need to know where these crazies are.
Mm.
I mean, I
Again,
know
this
it's
this
going to be a
this
hell of a
country
long list, but
this country is going through a a very very clear awakening,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Very clear, right? I don't even think the privilege is going to outweigh what's going to happen in the next 2 years
Mm.
behind this shit because like you see this motherfucker like he's he's actually trying to demand he gonna get this shit thrown out too, right? He's trying to make it so that every mail-in, and it might have got thrown out already. Every mail-in vote he has to observe
Right.
and
Right.
constitute whether it's legit or not.
Mm.
Who the fuck are you? Like,
right.
like
He according to him,
what kind of Gestapo shit is that?
he's the Almighty,
And
and
people,
he's the Almighty. Hold on, Ev. Let me take this time to bring the Bishop. Your mic is live. Thanks for joining us. I hope all is well,
see
brother.
it in there.
What's what's
Bishop,
what's up? What's up?
Bishop,
What's up? Can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
what's up?
And
Yeah,
yes
Yeah,
ladies?
sir,
we can.
yes
Now
What's
sir.
we
up,
hear
big
you.
dog?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice to be here.
Hmm.
Lot to talk about. I came in on the right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
can I
yes,
just
sir.
before Bishop speaks, I just want to say that to Lai's point about the stuff that's happening to them now and the shock, it reminds me of when you ever watch the news and there's a crime that happens in a different neighborhood and
Hmm.
say, "Oh, nothing like this ever happens here."
Mm.
Here, yeah,
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 well,
Well,
apparently it does.
Right.
You know, so this is the kind of awakening that Live is talking about.
Yes,
Where
sir.
wait a minute, that wasn't supposed to be for us. That was for them.
that was for
Exactly.
them.
You
That was
Yeah.
for
know,
them.
Because we're
so
gonna
Malcolm Malcolm
absolute
said it
that
best.
neighborhood. Exactly.
so when you
yeah,
when you
Malcolm said it best. Chickens
when
coming home to roost.
yeah,
when you say that certain crimes don't happen in certain areas, there's crimes that happen there. It's just of a different nature. It's
Yes,
more of a
yeah,
sir.
it's more of
Pedophilia.
a diabolical nature. So
yes, yeah,
if you find like in these multi-million-dollar mansions, and then the kids are cuckoo for cocoa puffs and
yep.
kill the parents,
That's right.
Right.
or
That's
be
right.
like
Right.
addicted to drugs like pain medication or whatever drug they on,
Yeah, yep.
and kill the whole family, or decide, hey, you know what? Um, I didn't have a nice time in middle school, so I'm going to go to the local elementary school that I went to, and make everybody have a bad day or
Right.
a bad life. So it happens. It's just of a different nature.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
This
look
stuff
at.
that's going on. Oh,
I'm
go ahead,
sorry.
Av.
No, no, go ahead.
This stuff, the birthright citizenship, all this stuff, and I said this before, man. Like I've been listening to talk radio for a long time. Bob Grant was talking about this stuff back in the late '80s.
Okay.
From
Yeah.
Limbaugh, the Hannity,
Yeah.
um, this whole conservative nonsense, conservatism, the politics, conservative fiscal politics, all of it is bullshit.
Yes, sir.
All of it, because you can't. And as Dave and R know for a fact, I don't rock with any political party, none at
Me,
all. They
No.
know
me neither.
exactly how I get down.
Me
Yes, sir.
Rez
neither.
knows this too. So when you look at all the nonsense they're spouting, you can't name anything that outside. If you remove Eisenhower off the docket, you can't name one Republican president that's done anything that's good for people. And I'm calling white people as well. You can't name it because what Trump is doing is what he's doing in these 2 years. He's done almost more damage than Reagan did freaking 32 years ago,
Almost.
Yeah.
36 years ago.
So
Almost.
And no one wants to talk about it. And they can sit here and play these games. I had this conversation. I texted before. I had some
Yeah.
dude I ran into. He's going at me. I was like, what is your problem? Why are you
Right.
so effing angry, man? I was like, you control every facet of the society, the presidency, the House, the Senate, on the state level, the federal level, governors, mayors, councilmen, teachers, doctors, cops, firefighters,
Mm.
Yeah.
lawyers. You control every facet of the society. And yet, what are you bitching about? You can't blame African Americans. You can't blame Native Americans. You can't blame Latinos. You can't blame the LGBT community. You can't blame none of
Right,
them.
because
You're
we
in
don't
control.
control shit. We don't
And
Exactly.
then on
control
top
nothing.
of it, yeah, exactly. And then you're in control. You're in control, and you're mad because in your life that you suck because you're mediocre.
Well,
Who's to
that's
blame
it
for that?
right there.
They're the
Right.
ones in control, so you need to be pissed off at them. And then to
Mm.
compound it, you go to Washington, D.C., you storm the Capitol, and this is easy. This is low hanging fruit. If that would have been the Black Panther Party who done that
Mm.
nonsense, they would have hunted
Uh,
down every black man in America,
yep.
Why?
every single
Man,
one
look,
of them.
Mm.
listen. How many? You see how many motherfuckers was out there, right? You couldn't.
Exactly.
Yep.
You couldn't
hey,
have took a tenth of that crowd and got them that close,
hey,
No.
and they wouldn't have got assassinated. It wouldn't have
Not
happened.
all
hey,
that
And
partying
hey,
It
about
wouldn't have
and,
happened.
and then they get pardoned. So
hey,
you
wait a
say you
minute,
say these things, and they go on and on and on and on and on and on
wait
and
a
on.
minute.
If you're bad, and they're the ones talking about always these survivalist groups. They want to overthrow the government. So you want to overthrow the government that was created by white folks.
Mm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? And he
Well,
had no answer for me. He's looking at me like,
Mm.
But they're the
well,
same people that say, if you don't like it here, go somewhere else.
Of course. Because we're
well,
losing the
well, I
country.
tell him I
We're
was like,
losing
you
the
first.
country.
Listen,
Yeah,
well,
you
listen.
first.
The
well,
motherfuckers that stormed the Capitol, January 6th, motherfuckers, right?
Right.
I need y'all to do it. One time when y'all ain't doing nothing, Google how many pedophiles,
Ooh.
convicted pedophiles, was in that crowd. That got.
Mm.
Matter of fact, not don't even do it. Look at how many pedophiles got who were actually convicted that day. how many of them motherfuckers was actual pedophiles? It is astounding.
Well,
Wow.
It is
no,
And then it was
astounding.
pardoned,
these
and now they're catching them every other
And they
week. They're
was kind
catching them.
right,
Yeah.
right. There you go, Bishop. Right?
these are
They were
law
pardoned,
abiding
and
these are
then
law abiding.
they abused motherfuckers
Whoa,
again.
whoa,
Hold
whoa!
on. Let me
These
just
are
say this. Hold on.
these
I'm
are
sorry,
law
Bishop.
abiding citizens. These are good
Hold,
people.
hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. What I need from
Bishop,
everybody,
making me
hold on, hold
laugh.
on, hold on, hold on. What I need from everybody, just don't try to talk over each other, please.
Yep, yep,
Appreciate
yep.
that. You may proceed.
No, I'm saying these were all law abiding citizens that were treated unfairly.
Yep.
They just came there to
Yeah,
express
okay.
themselves,
Where is
and
Michael? No,
nobody was
Joey.
hurt. Nobody was hurt. They were just
Nope.
talking. They had coffee, some crackers, and they just wanted to talk to their representatives. I don't know why everybody's making such a big deal about it. So when a
Mm.
couple of cops got beat up and a woman lost her life trying to
Right.
climb through a window, and
Right.
they were yelling, "Kill Mike Pence," and running through
Oh, hang Mike Pence, yeah.
Somebody
Look.
somebody
Look.
took a shit on Pelosi's desk.
Yeah. Looking for. Yeah.
yeah,
See.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
what?
These are
Are you
good
Yeah,
people.
serious?
Funny.
yeah.
Yeah. These are.
Somebody took a shit on Pelosi's desk. It might have been a couple of them motherfuckers.
Oh my
They're
Horrible.
God.
law-abiding citizens. I'm Batman, and I'll be out
Right,
tonight
Uh,
riding around
Yeah.
Gotham
right,
City in my car,
right.
fighting
Right.
crime.
You want to talk about lawlessness. You want to talk about breaking the law. You want to talk about all kinds of deviant shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you motherfuckers are a number one head of the
Well,
class with that shit.
so one of the things that you guys are forgetting is like, like none of this stuff is permanent. You can't get yourself all riled up. It's all cycles. It's all cycles, and it's like the things that they're doing now. Somebody else will come along and undo all of that. It's all cycles, and
Right.
the
See,
fact that it's like
Exactly.
you getting all
like
this money, and they getting money, and they're cheating the government, and so forth and so on. What'll happen is like all of those guys that are getting all these billions of dollars, before long they won't even know what their names are.
Mm,
So it's like,
Right.
what did you do it for? What was the purpose of
mm,
all of that?
see, here's what I fear the most. Right? You know what I'm saying? That oligarchs run this shit right into the ground and the whole world blows up, right? And regular, the motherfuckers that made that actually allowed it, right? And I'm talking about the people, regular everyday soccer moms and lawyers and doctors and whatever, taxpayers, right? Who passively go along with the status quo, allowed the power to be usurped by these oligarchs, right? Until our ozone layer is depleted and our natural resources is gone and anarchy and chaos rules the fucking the law of the day. That's what
Hey,
I'm totally paranoid that the whole shit runs out of control. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a slight few holding power over the masses. You know
so
what I'm saying?
if you want an insight into what's going on in the world right now, if you want insight into what's going on, because this was all prophesied many years ago. I'm not a fanatic or anything like that, but read the Book of Revelations,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
stuff
yes,
The
sir.
a
seal.
lot of the stuff that you are seeing going on right now, it's in the
Mm-hmm.
book. It's in the Book of Revelations.
It
So if you
is.
want some insight on it, and you want to give yourself a sense of a peace of mind, because
Yep.
no matter how dire the situation seems to be,
Right.
there's there's still something, and there's still a power that's higher than anybody here on this earth.
Mm.
I
Mm.
agree. I agree.
And you
Mm,
you you can't get yourself wound up over what a few folks do that feel like they got the ultimate power, because it's you may seem like, okay, well, I got the nuclear codes in my hand, and I could end the world right now, but that's just like water, trying to hold water in your hands. You
mm,
Mm-hmm.
can't. So I wouldn't get myself wound up. I wouldn't take on the external stress of a situation, because it's it's not the end all be all. Is what I'm trying to say.
No,
Hmm.
agree, agreed. But you know what, Bishop? It makes for a great conversation. So,
Yeah.
like, subscribe, share to the channel.
Thank you very much,
Oh
sir.
my
Appreciate
God.
that.
That's it. Are we
Appreciate
gonna
that.
talk about basketball? I
Yeah,
don't
go
really
ahead.
I
Ain't
don't
nothing
really.
Well,
happening. There's nothing happening. What are you talking about?
Oh no, there's a lot happening. There's
It's
a
been like
lot.
a
Come
slow
here, puppy.
day in the
There's
I
a
have a
there's
NBA.
a.
question. I have a football question.
Come here,
Uh
puppy.
oh.
What do you want?
Did
They
anybody
call
see
they're called
that
tight end. They're
really?
called tight ends.
Oh my God.
Oh God!
Really? Okay. Did anybody happen to notice that CJ Stroud might be a quarterback for the Steelers?
What?
Nope, I
No,
missed
Gonna
that.
happen.
didn't see
No?
that.
That's not
No,
gonna
Okay,
happen.
well,
Ronan
CJ,
saying that's not gonna happen. Nah.
really? You don't think so?
Why?
Hey,
No. Why? Why would Houston give up their court? This guy led them to the playoffs. Unless someone would have.
They haven't signed him. They're not agreeing to his terms.
They'll figure
Well,
something out.
Or he's
they'll
not
figure
agreeing to their
something out.
terms, I should say.
They're not giving
Look,
what? So Pittsburgh should give up what? Four first round draft. This guy. There's no way. They have a defense. The defense is solid. What is the point? Look,
uh,
I mean, teams just don't give up first quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Look, if he was a scrub, I'd be like, all right, you're onto something.
right.
But
Yeah, but he
this
hasn't been
guy
that good in the
is
past 2
a
years.
he's a Pro Bowl level quarterback with
Right.
a top five defense in the league. Now, if they want to do that and roll that defense out there and go, 6-11, playing with some backup scrub, Houston, knock yourself out, man.
Understood. Thank you very
Evelyn, I
much.
can say this: give it up, Pittsburgh. This,
Wow. Okay.
I'm
yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean,
Look, Pittsburgh has had a long run. They've been good for a long time, and they put themselves in a situation. They should have been looking for a quarterback, what, 8 years ago.
Mm,
yeah.
that's
Once he
true.
yeah.
got past 34, 33,
they should have
34,
been looking.
they
They
should
should
have
have
been,
been
yeah,
looking.
they should have been looking, and they
Right.
didn't.
Oh well.
Yes, and
They
this
should have been
moment has
looking
been
when he was
yeah.
raping people.
This moment has been.
Wait,
Oh my
That's
goodness.
oh my
Dave
God.
took his head off
Yeah,
from 2,000 yards,
yeah.
man.
This
And you.
this this reality check has been sponsored by Ronin. Like, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's like
Red
yeah,
shirt can't pierce.
wow.
We're good.
it's
Oh my
like yeah.
God.
Burst up bubble. Take that helium. Nope, nope. Not today. Not today.
Wow.
I got a
Well,
sniper rifle too.
with that with that being said, since I have the basketball savants on the line, I'm gonna do a little bit of NBA. It's been a busy week. Been
Well,
busy.
can somebody like explain what happened at the parade? Because that was just chaos.
I can tell you right now, Dave and I was there.
Yeah.
Dave ran into me and whatnot, which was
Yep.
fantastic. Out of the thousands and millions of people that's out there, just for him to run up and see me
I
was
know.
just unbelievable.
Well,
You
he
Yeah,
was
know,
that
probably
really was
shopping
unbelievable.
I think I saw Dave slapping some woman's butt or that was hanging off a pole.
What?
I think I saw Dave. But I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say
Explain
that.
to me. Please explain what happened after the parade.
Who
I
I,
cares?
didn't
I,
see
we
that.
couldn't tell you. We
We
couldn't tell
didn't
you.
see that.
Is that
We didn't see anything
no,
negative. We saw no
So
negativity.
no,
you didn't hear the shots or nothing.
Nope.
That's a
no,
typical day
No.
in New York. That ain't got nothing to do with the parade. That's a typical day in New York.
Right.
no.
Right.
And,
Yeah. They just happened to happen. It's like when you're on a set of a movie and
Mhm.
then something real breaks out, but it has nothing to do with the movie. It's just random streets of New York type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because they were wearing a Nick hat doesn't mean that they were a part of the festivities.
For sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know
well,
We
what?
saw
it
we
looked
saw
like
nothing.
We saw
it,
nothing. Matter of
looked like
fact, it was
in front of the Port Authority, people were just running.
no, let me tell you
Oh, but
something. We were
but
down there.
that was nowhere near where we were though.
No, we were down there, and I gotta tell you, it was nothing but peace. People
Yeah.
having a good time, enjoying themselves.
Yep.
That's what it was.
People
You know,
twerking. People twerking
I
on.
don't know about that. I don't know about
I,
that.
s- I
Okay,
saw the video. I saw the video.
that was AI.
I saw the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Yeah.
AI?
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
once again, it's all love. It's New York. It's like
Did
anything
you get up
anything can
close
go down to New
and
York.
personal with
I
Alicia
gotta,
Keys?
I gotta tell you. No, we didn't get to see
No,
that.
we
I
didn't
gotta
get
tell
see
you.
none of that.
I gotta tell you. This is what happened. I was at one. This is before I met David.
Yeah.
There was this one part where I was trying to get through to meet the people I was trying to meet, and I think I was on Trinity,
Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if I can get entry into this place and move a little closer down the block, and they wasn't letting us through. So this one
Yeah.
Spanish guy was like, "We should bum rush." When he said that, I said, "All right, it's time for me to go. I'm
He
not
got
getting
flashbacks from the border.
yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. I said that, and this lady started laughing. I was like, I am not. I don't want to be nowhere near this
It's
right
like
now.
his ice tendencies came out.
Yeah, exactly.
His ice agent tendencies came
I
out.
was like, nah, I'm good,
He
man.
was
I
like,
said, nah.
He pulled his
January 6th.
Yeah,
he pulled a stun gun out of his combat boot. It's like
uh-uh.
I'm ready to get,
We the
I'm ready to get,
champions. We
exactly.
are the
Listen,
champions.
I
I'm
said,
ready
I
to
am
get it.
not having no part of this.
Yeah.
Okay, no part of this.
I'm ready to get it.
So
You
listen,
guys, go ahead.
I'm
You
sorry,
guys got
brother.
to understand, though, and Evelyn, I have never been in a crowd like that. And I've been in some
Word.
crowds to the point where I said, I have to get out of this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if
yeah,
something jumped off, we all would have been trampled. You couldn't
Exactly.
move.
yeah. Well,
And
Exactly.
so I
yeah.
knew that R was somewhere down there, but I didn't even bother to text him because
Right.
my thinking was wherever he is, I'm not going to be able to get to
For
him.
sure.
So
For
I
sure.
went out to Battery Park,
Battery Park.
hung out there, and then I happened to be walking. I was going to just walk over like by the seaport maybe,
Hmm.
and then I see this group of guys, and I see somebody from the side that looks like Rodney. And I was like, no way, no way. And then as I get closer, I said that there's only one person in the world that looks like that. So I said,
Damn.
what? I said,
So,
Rodney.
so you,
And he didn't hear me at first. And
you,
then
Right.
his
so
friends were
you,
like, so somebody's calling you. And then that's how we linked up.
That's
Exactly.
dope. That's
you,
dope. That's
You had
dope.
your own entourage.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah.
just imagine how many subway creeps were in that crowd because it
Oh
was
my
like
Oh,
gosh.
Jesus,
Oh
right.
my gosh. Yeah,
body
yeah,
to
Jesus.
body
So now
contact.
we know
yeah,
Rodney has
yep.
his
Yeah.
own
Trying to
entourage.
tell you.
It was like
But
a giant mosh pit, like a
Oh,
giant.
yo, bro.
it was a smorgasbord. It was a
Like
smorgasbord.
it's like it's
Yeah.
wind and walk, wind and walk. You could
Yep.
wind up on somebody while you walk. It was like
Exactly. Exactly. I was
Okay.
like, and
so
that's and just like David was saying, I didn't want to stay the whole time down there because again, and now you got everybody crushing to get
Yeah.
on the subway because it was bad just going there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know
What
what
do you
I'm
do?
saying?
What if you have to go to the bathroom?
That's
Right,
another thing.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the way I usually look at things, and this might have been in the last
Hmm.
10 years, right? So I deal with my life like the poster. You ever see the movie? I didn't see the movie, but I love the poster. The poster for the Perfect Storm,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so when I first saw that poster, I always go right because in the poster you can see little motherfuckers inside the boat with the boat
Yeah.
going up the motherfucking wave, right? So
Hmm.
every time I saw that poster, right, and I pictured the motherfuckers in that boat, and I know they said, "How the fuck, right? And did I get inside a fucking boat going up a fucking tsunami, right? Did this to myself. I put myself in this motherfucker. I came out here in this fucking storm, and now I'm going straight up in a fucking boat.
Yeah.
So, I know that that's a lot of shit to say that I don't traditionally put myself in harm's way, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
million motherfuckers pressed up on each other like subway freaks,
Yo,
right?
dude.
I'm going. I don't belong in there because just like Dave said, right? If some jump off, right, it's done deal records. You know what
You
I'm saying?
trapped.
So
You trapped. You trapped, son.
yeah,
I'm
you
telling
done.
you right now. You done.
It's no way. Like R just said. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucker You know what I'm saying? That was like, yo, we should all bum rush these motherfuckers. You just indicted me in a motherfucking
Yeah,
crime, dog.
exactly. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
And
yeah,
at the end of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? All would have been sitting there in jail with a whole bunch of derelict motherfuckers, right?
exactly.
Going, how the fuck did I get here?
Right,
I
right.
didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I was with
So I
that.
try to calculate that shit and go, listen, it's
Yeah,
a million motherfuckers out there grinding on each other. That ain't my kind of crowd. I want to be out there with the champions, but you know what?
It ain't worth
If
it.
somebody start busting shots and it's a
Right. And they
fucking
Stampede.
trap, yeah,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Stampede.
I'm
yep.
a
Exactly.
Stampede.
stampede. I'm done.
If
I'm
a
finished.
Yeah.
car, if a car backfired, it would have been chaos.
It
but
would
Exactly.
have been chaos.
that's
Exactly.
It would
insane.
have been
There
chaos.
were
Well, there's
fire.
no possibility of a car backfiring because you can't drive in the city.
Mm.
Well, that's
Right?
true.
Yeah,
That is true.
that's true. Right?
Well,
I'd like to speak to someone who was in that area to find out, like, because people were just running everywhere. Like, what the
Well,
hell happened?
I
that's
wouldn't want to be
every
there.
day. That's every day, probably by Port Authority. There's something
Yeah,
going on.
yeah,
That
yeah.
ain't particular to the Dick Parade. It's like it's
Right.
Port
This is
Authority.
true. This is
It's like
true.
where homeless people sleep. They panhandle.
Every day.
They
Every day.
assemble. They assemble. I remember the last time that like when I was living in New York, Port Authority was still like the hub for like all of the weirdest stuff that
All the
goes
weirdos.
on.
Yep,
Because
yep.
it's
Yeah,
like,
All the
yo,
indeed.
weirdos.
they
Indeed.
cleaned up 42nd Street. They cleaned up all of the other places there
Right.
and made it like kind of like family and kind of
Yeah.
like
Which
People
I
touristy.
moved in.
which
So
I
it's like
hate, by the way. Which I hate.
it's only a few places that they could
Yeah.
congregate that they can't really, it's like, yeah, you can't stop me from coming over here. So
Right.
let's party over here. And it's always
Yep.
fresh faces. It's always
Exactly.
fresh
Yeah,
victims.
because they're coming in from all walks of life,
Yeah,
from every year. The buses
yeah.
is busting them motherfuckers in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so you get fresh meat, you get fresh
Yeah,
victims.
For
So
yeah.
sure.
yeah, I'll follow you for 10 blocks before I jab you up and
Follow,
running.
yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
god!
Follow
Oh my
you
god!
to your
What's the
hotel.
fucking
There you
take
go.
Yep.
home?
There you go.
Who's got the
So
people like you?
So yo,
let me.
what we feel about this Mitch shit going on, man?
Oh
What's going on,
man,
man?
bro.
Yeah,
You know what? You know what's funny, live? I was gonna bring this up during the Knickerbocker Ave
Uh
political
huh.
transform.
Uh
I was
huh.
gonna say now we might not have the resources, but I still am gonna. I'm trying. I want them to try to look. Let's look into it. Check the tires. Kick the tires on Daniel Gaffney.
well,
Right.
then
So again, right? You know, like I've been on some capology shit
Okay.
since the parade, actually, like since the parade. So um, because we only got 20, and that's a new 21. We only had
Hmm.
before the new budget came out. We only had like I think 9 or 11 mil to
Okay.
fill out
Mhm.
spots in the roster, right? So now we got 21, right? And that's with not advancing Pop Porty his little bit of money,
Right.
right? So they created space with that. Um, it's only 21 mil to work with. As it stands, we don't have no fucking center. We don't have a second string center, and
Nah.
we technically don't have a backup center,
Nah.
right?
We
I mean,
don't.
if you go Jameson, yeah, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? He could come back, whatever, right? But technically, we gotta do, because I don't even think the new Cat Nichols is in that 21 yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't think they negotiated nothing with him, so he still has to be signed,
right. Right.
yeah, so
right?
this fake line that they put out there, the say if you go over the cap, it's like it's to it's not my money, but to say
Right,
okay, well
right,
if I go over the cap by $5 million, that it's going to be such a grave penalty or whatever. It's
right.
like that's really not the case, and it's just this fake thing to basically put yourself in the mix to let everybody know, passive aggressively, let everybody know, hey, we won, and I'm the guy in charge.
Mm.
Oh, that was a bullshit move. Like he
Yeah,
did that
yeah, so
Exactly.
shit
yeah.
hours before the
I'm
parade.
right. I'm the guy in charge. So look at
Dickhead,
me, everybody. Look at me, everybody.
dickhead,
It's about
dickhead.
me. It's about me.
I'm going to sour your. I'm going to piss in your fucking salad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Right
That's
before
it.
y'all motherfuckers truly get to celebrate as a
Mm.
fucking city,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So
I'm going to show my oligarch balls and piss on your whole fucking parade, literally,
Right.
to
dumbass.
to me, it's like, okay, so if I'm okay with Mitch leaving. I'm okay with Mitch leaving.
I am, yeah,
Same
yeah,
I'm
here.
okay
Same
with
here.
Mitch leaving, and I said that earlier because,
Right.
again, you've been here the longest, and you haven't improved.
at
You
all.
haven't improved.
Not you actually
Now,
got worse.
you were able to contribute with your limitations. You were able to contribute. I get it,
Right.
but I could find I could find like a young cat, a young hungry cat
Yep,
to do some of
yep,
those things that you're doing. And
yes, sir,
I was
yes,
saying
sir.
like I mentioned had Gafford because they don't have any use for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's just going to be sitting
yeah,
around. They don't have any use for him because what he brings to the table, they have somebody else who's bringing like small forward guard type skills at a 7 footer,
Right.
and he doesn't bring that. So I'm like, well, you don't have any use for him, so you might be trying to get rid of him just to get some draft picks, and
Right. Right.
we'll give you one of these players. And you know who else I'm okay with getting rid of? Believe it or not, I'm okay with getting rid of Deuce.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm
I can
okay
see
with
that.
get, I'm
I can
okay with
see that.
upgrading Deuce because we got a couple of guys sitting on that bench that I want to give them an opportunity.
Mm,
I want to give Diawara. I want to give him an
definitely.
opportunity. I want to
Definitely.
give the other light skinned dude. I want to give him an opportunity. And it's
McQuail?
like, yeah, and it's McCullum.
McCullum, excuse me, sorry.
And it's just like,
Mm,
okay, well, Deuce, you've had a good run. You got a championship, but we already see like you're undersized, and even with your undersized, you still haven't improved. You can't manage a game. You
right.
can't manage a game. So if we were looking for you to be the backup, that's not the case because Jose Alvarado came in and just supplanted you immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately. So it's like, okay, we'll trade him to a team that needs some shooting, and we get somebody in here that can spell cat or that can be a solid backup. And we got some more money to. But I trust that Rose and that group will find the right solution for the problem that we have for the shortcoming. I trust that they'll find the right solution.
Right.
So I'm not sweating it because if you think about it, all of the moves that he's made, even if you don't see it initially, once it starts settling in, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
you'll see it. You'll see it
That
down the road.
that makes sense. That kind of like makes sense. So even if you said, okay, well, I'm not gonna invest in a veteran, or I'm just gonna get two of these young hungry dudes, two young hungry like a 6'10" and a 7 footer, and see which one of them pan out. I'm okay with that too.
Mm,
I'm okay with that too.
understood. Understood.
Yeah.
I didn't like the options that Black, I think you put out who's available, what big men are available in our group text or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are
Trash.
trash, trash.
Trash. I agree. Total trash. I was like, you know?
They made the announcement that DeAndre Jordan signed a 1 year deal. It's like, yo, is he still in the league? Like what?
Are you serious, dude? Nah, that can't
He's on.
be.
I think he's on the Pelicans or something like that. It's like, why even make the announcement? Like, who cares?
This is why I want that guy. I want that Gafford guy because again, like Bishop
Yeah,
said, they don't have use for him. I think his ticket price is up there as well.
I think it's 12 to 15
Yeah, yeah,
a
something like
year,
around that. Yeah,
12
yeah.
to 15 million a year, and it's just
Mhm.
like, okay, well, if we gotta, if we gotta sacrifice, okay, well, Deuce, how much is Deuce making?
Mm. Might be around the same. You know what I'm saying? Consider he just signed and whatnot not too long ago.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, you we gave you an opportunity. You'll have
Right,
a decent career beyond New York,
for sure.
and that's it.
Exactly.
But
yeah. So I'm really fucked up with this because again, as you saw, I put a whole bunch of trashola centers in the as being available,
Right,
right?
right.
So to Bishop's point, right? The only way we gonna get a comparable um, center is through trade, and really that only trade it right now out there kind of lingering, and this is only like a mock trade. I haven't heard, I haven't seen it any place else, but somebody had made a little flyer. Is Charlotte's Diabate.
Ah, that
You know what I'm
dude's
saying?
trash. That dude's
Yeah. Well,
trash.
well. Again, that's why I'm worried because what we have now is not only don't we have Hawk Porty, right?
Hmm.
We don't have Mitch and we don't have Hawk Porty. So
Huck,
right now we are literally centerless.
Right. Right.
We don't have any five on assigned right now. We don't have any five, and we have to get two.
We
but
have
I'm
to.
saying, do you think Leon Rose is not gonna step up and find something?
Again, what I'm saying is right.
Trust the process.
What's
Trust the
left,
process. Right.
right?
I get it.
No, I get that it's a process, and I get that he's a fabulous. He should have won Executive of the Year. I get all of
Mm.
that, right?
Hmm.
But just as fans, right? We sitting here talking, we kicking it, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
If we looking and we go, what's happening, right? The only way we making a significant move is if we trading somebody or multiple players
Hmm.
off of the championship situation. We only missing one person from the championship squad, and that was Mitch,
Right.
right? And again, I think we in agreement that we could get somebody. Bishop just said it. We could get somebody in here for 6 points,
Right.
8 or 9 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8, 9 rebounds, a
Hmm.
block. We could get somebody to say that
It's
and do that.
doable. It's doable. Right.
Right, but we got to get that twice.
Yeah, but
Mm.
Huck 40 wasn't even playing, and the reason why they was like, he's making peanuts, and I think he pissed somebody off because it's like, yo, dude, like, why are you getting involved in the fuck the pigs and this and that and blah blah blah? It's like, dude,
What
just,
happened?
just celebrate the championship and stop. Like, that's not for you to comment on. Like, so Bridges and Huck
Is that what
40,
he did? Is that what he did?
yeah, Bridges and Huck 40 went to the podium after the game and they were interviewing them. They were asking Bridges questions, and Huck 40, he seemed to be a little bit juiced up
Oh Lord.
as they were interviewing and asking Bridges questions. He's on the sideline, like sitting beside him, saying "F those picks, F those picks," and it's just like, dude, like,
Oh nah, yeah, okay. I remember that. Right,
He
right,
it's
did
like,
it to
yo,
right,
dude,
himself.
right.
it's
That
like,
that
dude,
that
and
was that was just
you're not even that good. You're not
right.
even that
So
good.
so 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 again, if we if we acknowledge that, right, and go, like it almost begs that Leon got a plan, right? Because again,
Yes,
you're not like going to like you can't leave this shit that open, right?
Right.
Because again, after you signed Shamit, you know what I'm saying, and maybe even when you signed Alvarado, you wasn't signing Mitch,
Mm.
exactly,
right? So
exactly.
Mm.
you had to have something. But my only point in saying everything I just said is that shit looked bleak.
Right.
Yeah, well, something else is brewing, dude. These guys got connections.
I'm
These
scared that shit
agents.
gonna be
All
drumming
right,
and
no,
fucking
no.
meaty.
Let's all collectively hold hands and say a woosah so that we can get
Nah,
we can
son.
we can get live we can get live to relax.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to show me that shit, Bishop.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Who saw that motherfucker in the 6 points,
so one
9 rebounds, and 2 blocks, motherfucker? You
one
know what I'm saying?
one.
I need that right now.
So it's
I hear you.
July. It's July, right? It's
Right.
July
Yes, sir.
1st.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So by the by the end of like
Training. We talking training camp, Bishop. Training
yeah,
camp.
what I'm saying, by the end of like July, beginning of August, if something hasn't materialized, then sometimes it's just a waiting game too, because some of these teams are trying to figure out, okay, well, what
Who gonna
what
make the
minutes,
team? Yeah,
yeah,
right.
what
Yeah, I got
minutes, and that's
you.
like,
Right.
yo, so I might have a young Thundercat that's in my summer league that I'm like, yo, you know what? I want to give this dude a chance.
Right.
You already had your chance, and we overpaid for. So it's the same thing. Like everybody's like, oh, Hartenstein, we lost Hartenstein, we lost Hartenstein.
Oh no,
Yo,
that wasn't us.
yo,
We'd have paid him, but that
no, OKC, and it's like,
yeah,
yo, they overpaid for something. So you
they
overpaid.
overpaid twice.
you overpaid for a bird with one wing.
Right.
That's essentially what you did. You overpaid for a bird with one wing. And
Right.
it's
Hmm.
like he doesn't even fit in with what you guys got going on because you guys
Absolutely.
play fast. You
Right.
guys play fast, and you need everybody to be a
Down
threat.
the court.
You
Exactly.
need everybody to be a threat, and he's not a threat on offense.
Right.
And in the West he's small.
Yeah. 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 Wimby House.
Word.
He's small. He's small in the West. And then you got what's the name? Chet. I don't know how he recovers from that, yo.
He
Fucking
can't.
sliver. Should call that dude sliver. He got the hugest dome in the world and the littlest body. You know what I'm saying? He is horrible to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
like
wow.
Uh, I don't know how he recovers from that because it wasn't just Wemby that was punking him.
Nah.
It was the
it
whole Spur
was
roster.
the whole
Yo,
yeah yeah.
Kelvin Johnson grabbed the rebound from him, dunked
Right.
it on him.
Right.
Vassell and Castle, they like volleyball spiked the shot. Yo, it was so bad. It was
He
so bad.
mhm.
He was pump faking from the 3-point line for like 12 seconds. The shot clock ran out.
Oh,
He need a
I was,
case of nutriment. He needs some weight.
Right.
He
Exactly.
needs some weight.
Exactly.
I don't
So
He
even
let
know if
me
needs
that's
some
gonna do
weight.
it. I don't
let
even know
me
if that's gonna do it because it's the heart. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
it
There
is
you go.
hard. So what
There
about
you
this?
go.
What about LeBron? What's going on with him?
Yo, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Bishop. I know you got something for this.
I think he's going back to the Heat
Mm, mm, mm,
with that lineup
mm.
that they with that and I'm not a Giannis fan, but I can tell
Right.
you Eric Spoelstra will get the best out of him. Eric Spoelstra will be able to direct him. He'll still get his numbers. He'll
Right,
still be Giannis. He was just going to get him a different way.
The
Because
right.
only
Miami,
the only thing I have an issue with that, Bishop, is the durability factor
Mm, mm,
durability of who?
mm.
of both
Giannis. Yeah,
of
Giannis.
both
Giannis.
Yo,
both him and
Giannis,
LeBron.
Giannis has
Mm.
been durable his whole career. It's just this last, and I think some of it is just being dissatisfied with the fact that no matter how hard he plays, they still losing. Now,
Mm,
don't get me wrong, like he had a calf strain or whatever, but if I'm playing my hardest and it's still not good enough, I'm gonna milk this injury a little bit longer. I'm gonna milk
mm.
it. I'm gonna milk it.
Okay. Okay. What about
And
LeBron? He's getting up to
LeBron,
41.
yeah, but LeBron, if he doesn't have to be the main guy and he's just a facilitator and a
Mhm.
guy that comes to
Mhm.
put cherry on top,
Mhm.
oh, he's still good money, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
I was
he's
arguing with
still
my
good
brother
money.
today about that shit.
He's
Yeah.
I
still
was like,
he's still good money at 41, yo. He's
yeah.
still yo. There's times when he makes moves to the basket and these young dudes is like, nah, don't want no parts of that.
You don't want no parts of that truck. I don't want to get run over.
No parts of that. It's like dudes just looking the other way. They're not even looking at him. They
Wow.
just look the other way. Like, yeah, take the ball out.
Exactly.
That's pretty crazy. At 41, you still doing that?
Yeah,
Wow.
the dog.
This is comedy, yo.
And he
Oh,
said he'll take the minimum.
really?
Yep, yep.
Who's taking the minimum?
He said
That's what LeBron said, or Rich Paul, or whatever.
no. He said money is not an issue. He didn't say he would take the minimum. He said money is not the issue. So I
Mm,
think that when saying that would lead me to believe that he's going back to Miami because I think with that crew that they have in Miami, I'm
right.
not saying that they're gonna win a chip, but they'll be pretty tough. They'll be pretty
They'll be
tough.
tough. I won't
What,
count them out.
question: would that be the best spot for him?
If he wants to play for a championship,
Yeah,
unless he goes on the Spurs, and it's like, why would the Spurs
Right.
want LeBron on their
Exactly.
team?
right, right,
Exactly.
It's like,
right.
yo, or
What about going
OKC.
back home? What about going back home?
That would be ridiculous.
Really,
That would be
really.
ridiculous. So you gonna play with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell and two
What?
soft and
Then
two
two.
softies and two
Dog.
big softies,
They
two big
they were they
softies.
were Eastern Conference finalists, right? They were Eastern Conference finalists.
Yes, they were.
I mean, they got swept out the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not. What I'm saying is, it's not. I think it's better than fucking the Heat.
You think playing with
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell and
yeah,
James Harden
Yes.
And those two soft bigs
Yes.
that disappear in the playoffs is better
Yes.
than with Bam
Yes.
Adebayo and
Yes.
Giannis?
Yes.
I beg to differ.
Numerically, they ran
Oh
through the
yeah.
East
Okay.
way better than we did.
Okay.
No,
All
let's
right.
not way. You know what I'm saying? Again, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
witness to the thrash, and I'm not saying that
Yeah.
like
Right.
fuck them dudes, right? But what I'm saying is
So
that Heat squad you talking about Tim Hardaway Jr. You know what
And
so
I'm
he
saying?
in
Like,
he's still,
reality, they're kind
like
of
come
good at
on.
their roster. They're kind of good at
but
their roster too.
yeah, but again, for who they got on their roster right now, because they've
Hmm.
been adding these guys, and it's like,
Tim
you
Hardaway, they
Tim
just got
Hardaway
Tim
Jr. Yeah,
Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Only thing he got to do is come off the bench and light it up, and play a little bit of defense.
They
That's
have
all
a
that he
right
has.
now. They have a starting three.
Well,
They got a starting three. I like if you include LeBron James, is two motherfuckers that play the same position and LeBron
Mm.
so and
and
if
Wiggins. My bad,
yeah,
Wiggins.
they've signed Wiggins.
Right.
Hmm.
So again, I'll tell you, and they got the other European dude that shoots. They got
Okay.
two of them
Hmm.
European dudes that shoot. That's like
Hmm.
6'9", 6'10" shooters. But again, you're playing with LeBron. The game is going to be real easy.
Hmm.
Guys gonna get the ball where they need to get the ball,
Mm.
and it's just a cerebral type of basketball.
Mm.
Right.
And if you're playing in Miami, like I said, Eric Spoelstra, yo, that dude has made a deal with the devil, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
He's a
Nah,
genius.
yo,
exactly. Exactly.
that
He's a
dude,
fucking
I'm like,
genius.
yo, that dude
Mhm.
be, yo, he could be severely overmatched. And it was like, yo, like there was no way that the Heat should have beat the number one seed Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm.
There was
Yeah.
no way. And
Yeah.
they did it twice.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
it twice. And they went to the
Yeah.
finals with Jimmy Butler.
With Jimmy Butler. Yeah.
Hmm.
They went to
Uh-huh.
the
Hmm.
championship game with Jimmy Butler. And I'm like,
Right.
Hmm.
dude, that dude he's a master at what he does here.
Right.
Hmm.
I have a question. I
Hmm.
have a question.
Well,
I'm trying to understand this, man. Like, so if this guy goes to Miami, all of a sudden, what the Heat are in? What
No,
they're
dog.
in? What what a title contender for the Eastern
No,
Hell
Conference?
no.
no,
Come
no,
Hell
on,
no.
man.
no. I'm saying that.
And
Five, six,
So look
seven
at
seed.
no,
That's
no,
what I
no.
see.
Look at what's going on in the East right now. So Boston is done.
Right.
You
They
can say
finished. Right. They done.
Boston is
Oh,
done.
they're finished.
They done.
Cleveland. Mm, they might do okay in the regular season, but
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know when money time comes,
Hmm.
it's a wrap. It's a
That's right.
wrap.
That's right.
Okay.
Philly, Philly, they got Jalen Brown, but
Yes, they
I'm
did.
like Boston kind of like did him dirty in the sense that, yo, you traded him to a team that's in your same conference, right?
Right.
Yep.
But
Yep.
he's on a team with two young
Exactly.
get up and go guards
Exactly.
that can take people off the dribble from the perimeter. Brown still has problems taking people off the dribble. His game is more like I'm gonna overpower you and try to get a
Yeah.
mismatch
Yeah. Yeah.
and shoot a mid range.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
don't play that way. They get up and down. So it's kind of like unless I guess it could work if Embiid is still hurt and but you undersized. You
Mm.
got three starters that are undersized starters. And I don't remember Jalen Brown being a defensive stopper.
Nah, he's
Like
pretty good.
I,
yeah,
I
It's
wouldn't
effort.
call him a savant, but
No, no. He puts
he's a
effort
dude.
in. He
Yeah.
puts effort in.
yeah. And it's like and who else is in the East? So you got Toronto. Okay.
Right.
You got the Knicks. The Knicks are still gonna do what the Knicks do.
Yes, sir.
They still gonna do what the Knicks do.
Yes, sir.
And who else you got? So you got Chicago and you got the Hornets.
Nah,
It's
Hornets
it's
is finished.
it's
They chucked away everybody they
Yeah.
had.
it's
That was
but I'm
really
saying
good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
feasible. It's feasible that they could finish that the Heat could finish in the top six. It's feasible. It's very feasible.
I give
I'm
you
not
got
saying
another
seven.
question.
I give you 6, 7. Yeah, yeah.
Go
I
ahead,
got
Ronnie.
nah. They'll finish in the top six, dude. With that
Hold on.
lineup,
Hold on. Go on. Go ahead, Ronnie.
They
I
might not
can't
be
see it.
better than
I cannot
Washington,
see
my
this guy
nigga.
going back to Miami as long as Pat Riley's alive. I can't see that.
You
I
can't
can
see it?
No, come on. And
What?
do they really want to deal with the circus, the nonsense? What, are they gonna have to trade for his son too?
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Ronnie.
Pat
Ronnie
Riley,
is
look,
a package deal.
Uh, why would
Pat Riley
why
ain't
would
going for that. There is
why would they have to
no
trade for
way.
his son? Why would they have to trade for his son? His son is
I'm just
signed with
saying,
the
if it
Lakers.
look, as far as I'm
Hi-
concerned, he should go to Never Never Land Island, whatever. He should go away. But
Oh
to
boy.
be complete,
Mm-mm.
he should go. Cleveland is a better fit. Tim Harden, look, I do not like James Harden. I do not think James. I mean, Tim Hardaway is a better player than James Harden.
He's not.
I
No,
don't
He's not.
in
think
a
it's a
in
better
a
fit in
Mhm.
Miami. It just and he doesn't play defense. Oh my god, nah, man. He better off in Cleveland.
Yeah, he
Mm.
damn
yeah,
sure is. He
If
damn
he's
sure
going to
is.
leave, which I hope to God he does. If he leaves, then go out in Cleveland, man. Don't go out in Miami. Go out in Cleveland, man. That's where it started. That's where it should end.
I hope he send his bum ass to Cleveland. He fuck his own legacy up. You know what I'm saying? Because all he talking about right now is getting another chip, and that's why I asked the fucking question. Right?
Right.
It's like, where's the best place for him to go?
Miami.
Right? And that's okay. Son, you laid down your argument. We
Hmm.
don't agree. Right? That shit is not happening. Right? Because again, you're still talking about if that's the bet. All he can do is in each conference is six.
No, I said that
Mm.
the Heat
In
got a
the
chance
East.
of finishing
Uh,
within the top six, so they will be a playoff team.
Okay.
And once the playoffs start, who knows? Because
Mm.
again, there's a lot of unknowns. Like some of these teams have basically sabotaged themselves. I'm like,
Most
yo,
definitely.
it's like,
So
yo,
so to that point, I'm saying, right, if money is not an object,
Hmm.
what's the best team? Right? Because again, we talking about Golden State, right? And this is
Golden
who I'm
State.
you're absolutely right about the Spurs, maybe New York, you know what I'm saying? The teams that are set, you know what I'm saying? He could fuck around with the Rockets, he could
Mm.
fuck around with Golden State. All better options than the Heat.
so the problem that he was having in the West is like
Hmm.
The West have a lot of young guns out
Okay.
there. They got
Okay.
a lot
Mhm.
of young guns out there.
Right.
Think about the teams that are making noise in the West. That's gonna be making noise in the West.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got OKC,
Yes.
you got Spurs.
Yep. Mhm.
Who else is out there?
Portland.
You got
I would put
Portland.
Portland in the Rockets. Yeah. Mhm.
Portland is going crazy. The Rockets going to be going crazy. And then you got Minnesota.
Hmm.
So you got four legitimate teams out there that is like they got a bunch of young cats out there that
Mhm.
it's like, yo, like who you going to be going out there chasing? You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
at
Mhm.
41 years old, this is what you got to be chasing every single night.
That
Every
motherfucker got
single
to
night.
do that everywhere he go.
But I'm just saying
Everywhere he
uh,
go.
in the East, a lot of these teams they're flawed. Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
They're
Absolutely.
Yeah.
they're more flawed. The teams in the West are more complete. These teams, imagine him. You got to deal with OKC. You got to deal with the Spurs. You're gonna have to deal with them anyway. But I'm just saying, like in that conference, like there's no let up, and you could have like a 4 or 5 game
Yeah.
losing streak, and then you out of it. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Nah. You right. You're
It's a
right
wrap.
about that.
So
You're right about that.
if you stay in the East, you
Hmm.
got a little bit of leeway. You got some of these teams. It's like how is Boston gonna recover from that? I
They
don't know.
not. They no. They finished. Look. And again, you know what I'm saying. And I'm glad we here. All you know what I'm
Yes,
saying
sir. Yes, sir.
because I'm going right. What sense did it make in losing a potential
Yeah.
uh, first all team NBA
It made
player
no
like
sense.
that?
And to
Who
get back Paul George,
to do what you did and get back Paul George,
it made no
right?
sense.
Like
And some
what
picks.
the fuck did he smack somebody mother?
No, well,
Right?
Brown.
Like what did he do for you to go right for him to carry the team this year? He carried that fucking team because we could arguably say that Tatum ain't do shit when he came back, right?
Mm.
Because they was winning games already,
Right. Right.
right? He just played himself into the best position to then, you know what I'm saying, overcompensate and fuck up the other knee.
Right.
Well, I don't think his knee was messed up. I think some of that stuff was starting to come out. Brown had said what he said, and then Tatum was like, "All right, well, if you feel that way,
Mm.
let me just hang out over here." So, and you do you. Because again, at the end of the day, he could say whatever he wants. Yeah, you carried the team, and the team also flamed out under your leadership
Mm.
because you lost to Philly. You lost to Philly when you had a 3-1 lead.
Right.
So again,
Okay. Hmm.
you can say, yeah, this was my best year and this and that. Was it really? Because Philly beat y'all, and y'all should have dusted them off.
Mm.
So was it really your best year?
Mm.
Don't regular season fine, but you went home early and to Philly.
Right, but is it a flame out enough to go? We gonna trade
Right.
your ass for
No,
peanut?
I think him running his mouth and saying some of the stuff that he said
Got him.
and standing 10 toes deep in it, that got him like, okay, well,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
clarify
get
what
rid
that
of.
was again. You know what I'm saying? I know
Well,
he said some shit about Tatum or what
Well,
the
no,
team was.
he didn't say anything about Tatum directly, but he's
Okay.
kind of like, this was my best year ever, the most fun I ever had playing as a Celtic, and it's like, well, I thought the championship year that you
mm,
won the conference finals
was that
MVP
moment? Was that moment?
and the finals MVP, which I think he shouldn't have won that, but and got a 300 almost a $300 million contract. I thought that would have been your best year, but it was obviously you having the freedom on offense to just jack up whatever shots you wanted with
Okay, so I,
impunity.
I, I gotta ask
Yeah,
again, right? Like, do you trade a all NBA
he
motherfucker
wanted to go.
for
He
playoff
wanted to
P?
go.
Like,
But
what?
I'm saying
Like,
he wanted to go. He wanted to go.
right? Okay, so
He
let's
wanted
say
to go.
that. Like, okay,
He
that's what
wanted to go.
that's what I was kind of
Okay.
trying to get at. Like,
He
why?
wanted
There was no indication of him saying that. Right? You know what I'm
no.
saying? Maybe it was, you know what I'm saying? Again, and I don't fuck with the gossip line and shit,
I
but
hear you.
I'm going, you know, even that, right? I'm going, fuck you wanting to leave, right? We just gave you all this money. You just coming off in your own words, motherfucker, the best year you ever had, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We getting ready to do this. We getting Tatum back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna run this
Dude,
motherfucker back, right?
you talking about egos, dude.
If
You talking
I'm
about
not
Right.
egos.
if I can't get what I need to get for you, you're gonna be right here.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But
Right?
Mm.
You're gonna be right here. And what up, Brad Stevens might get fired behind this
He
shit.
should get
well,
fired.
well,
He should get fired.
the thing that I was saying earlier is, so if you look at the move,
Hmm.
what does that message say? So it's an oxymoron because you paid this dude.
Right.
You paid him a max contract. At one point,
Hmm.
he was the highest paid player
Yes,
in
sir.
Exactly.
the league. In the
Yes, sir.
league at one
Yes,
point.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you paid him, but
Yeah.
now you trade him to a team that's in your direct conference,
Peanuts.
and that you gonna see. So
Hmm.
you pretty much saying, yeah, you are right, but we're gonna bust your ass every time we see you.
Mm.
Every time we see you, and we're gonna let you know about it because
Mm.
you ain't that good. You good, but you ain't that good.
Can I
Because
say
Mm.
something about Jalen Brown?
Yep.
Please.
The stuff that y'all saying, like, I don't think. I think some of the stuff why Jalen Brown might got dealt is one, he's been hypercritical of. He's in this feud with the fake tough guy, Stephen A. Smith, and he aired him out. He
Mm.
ethered him.
Yeah, he
So he
damn sure
ethered
did.
him. He called out ESPN for their narrative-driven nonsense. That's
Yep.
true.
Yep.
Fox Sports, their nonsense. He also called out about how the referees, what they don't call flopping, all that stuff. If that's the reason, now I would give that more credence to him popping off and stuff like that. That's not nothing new with dudes popping off on teams. For
Mm.
him to get
Right.
traded within in the conference,
yeah, but
but
if
him going with Stephen A. Smith and he's talking on this mob boss nonsense, like, oh, you don't want me to do this nonsense. He ethered you, dude. He first of all, he's smarter than any of those dudes.
Any,
Mm.
any of them.
Any of those dudes.
Any
so
of them.
And what he said about ESPN, 100% true. What he said
Mm.
Right.
about Fox Sports, 100% true.
What
What
he
he said
said
about
about
the
the ref,
referees, that's true.
1,000%.
I
yeah,
don't now with Philadelphia. I put more credence on Missoula because Missoula refuses to change the way he plays. Damn it, you
Mm,
can't be giving up.
mm,
I watched one of those games. I'm like, look, man, come on. You got easy mid-range shots, and you telling these guys to keep jacking up threes and threes.
Right.
You letting them get back into the game. That's bad coaching. His ass should have got traded first before Jalen Brown.
Mm.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a
I
stupid
feel
move.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
for podcast P, this dude does more podcasts than he plays games.
His knee got a mouth of his own. That should be crying like a motherfucker.
Hold up. Podcast P.
Podcast fee, right, right. That's what they
He
right. It wasn't not playoff fee, it's podcast fee.
damn sure
Exactly.
ain't playoff Pete. He's
It ain't
him and
damn.
James
It ain't
Harden, two of the
playoff fee,
biggest
right?
Wow.
playoff chokers I've seen in recent memory.
So
Wow.
so when and Ronan, I agree with what you're saying, but it's like you got to choose your battles, dude. It's like you got to choose your battles.
Yeah,
So
you know,
I like that dude, man.
you think, but I'm saying you
son.
think where he goes, you think it's going to be different in Philly if you making
Oh
yourself an
hell no,
enemy of
come
the.
Gotham.
It's like exactly. You think it's going to
Word.
be different there? It's going to be even worse there because now they depending on you they depend. So you can't have bad games. And Boston overachieved last year. They can say whatever
Mm-hmm.
they want. They
Hmm.
overachieved last year.
Hmm.
They hit a lot of they took a lot of threes. They hit a lot of contested shots, and then when teams really honed in, they weren't able to hit those same contested
Right,
shots.
No.
right,
So it's
right.
Agreed.
like they these guys some of those guys on Boston. I'm like, yo, I never even heard of this dude, and he just came
Mm.
in and hit like six threes, like
Exactly.
off the
Yeah,
pass. Like,
that I forgot homie name. He pissed me off
Mm.
that game. He had like 7 or 8 fucking threes.
Was it
and
was
it's
it
like,
Hauser?
Hauser, yep, that's
yeah,
that
it's like, yo,
motherfucker.
like who's the? And then once he start hitting, then the other dude that come off the bench start hitting.
Right.
The
Right.
the the little stocky dudes came in and
Yeah, yeah.
he started hitting, and then the only person who wasn't shooting threes is the black guy, Queso or Cato
War,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. The cat, the bald headed cat,
So
looked like Mr. Clean. Yeah,
Yeah, he looked like somebody
I,
from
I agree with
Serafina.
you
And
in
so
that
it's like,
regard, Bishop.
but it's like, yo, dude, like pick your battles, dude. Pick your battles. If and again, I get it. You don't like Stephen A. You could let it be known and just keep it moving. You getting into this battle of, oh, he said this and I'm gonna say this and this. That's leave that alone, dude. This dude is jealous of what you're doing because that's why he got so much to say about you. You almost being paid $300 million. What is Stephen A. Smith saying something about you? Like he can say whatever he want. That does not make it. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
already won. You already won.
So kind of to that, you know what I'm saying. I gotta agree with Ronan, man. It's like that's who that motherfucker is, b. Right?
Leave him. Let him do what he
Like he
do.
came into the league outspoken. Like he came in the league riffing, right? On social things and everything. And he told him, he was like, you're not going to silence me. Right? So if you got, you know what I'm saying, and here it is, if you got rid of him because of that,
Mm.
that's you're all right.
No, I'm
Fuck,
not saying.
you should be fired tomorrow.
I'm not saying because of that. I'm just saying your voice and your platform. If you don't if you don't get into the mud with these folks, your voice and your platform is more valuable. Like I
Right.
like the fact that when there was Breonna Taylor and when there was incidents where
Okay, right,
the athletes
right.
needed to step up and
Mm-hmm. Yep, yes, sir.
he went boots on the ground and was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I'm gonna let them
He
see
was
me
in the
because
protesters,
I'm
yes,
right.
sir.
And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, so that part, that's phenomenal. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like this he said, she said, state your source and this and that and blah blah blah. Leave all of that nonsense alone. Like
Right.
that,
That's
you above that. You above that. You above that.
Exactly.
again, dog. I gotta disagree with that, right? Because I'm a Walter Cronkite motherfucker, right? I'm a Wallace motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm about this upfront truth shit. How we grew up with motherfucker Archie Bunker. Fuck that, right?
Mm.
Right? I mean, you know, and again, I don't give a fuck. I'm glad they got rid of that motherfucker because you just made the path to the championship that much fucking easier. Fuck all y'all, right? But if we speaking on just pure like stupidity, right?
Right.
It's you took somebody who is going to be a generational leader, right? You know what I'm saying? Like his platform, like he's going to be he could fuck around and be president. Like his moral stances and his clarity on what the fuck he talking about, he not having it. Right?
Yeah,
He
but
can't. Stephen A. You say shit that you're like you such a fucking coon. You fucking sellout. Right? And I'm not gonna let you sit here and demean so you could get paid. right, down talking me for your holders and your caretakers and shit,
Yeah,
right? And that part, I'm fucked up about him being traded because of that. Because I know that's the
well,
reason. It ain't
what I'm
got
saying,
nothing to do
yeah,
with
if
nothing
you
else because the motherfucker was stellar as a player.
once
And
you
he was a
respond
model
to it,
fucking
what I'm saying,
citizen.
live, once you respond to it, you give it credence. If you never respond to it,
Absolutely.
yeah, but
Absolutely.
once you respond to it, you validate what he's saying. So it's
That's
kind of
not.
like you don't have to respond to it, and then it's just like, yo, you talking in the wind. Like, why is my name always in his mouth? Like, what's going on? Every time he opened his mouth, he talking about me. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like,
no, I
yo,
got you. I
so
got
it's like, yo, once you start addressing it, then you validating what they're saying, and now you playing on their terms. And I thought he was smarter than that. It's like,
Bishop,
dude,
can I just interject into what you just said? You just
Mm,
solved the problem for anybody that's having an issue with anyone.
mm,
Don't
you.
interact with stupid, and you won't have a problem.
mm,
yeah, it's like, yo, when you validate what somebody else, first of all, you got to care about what they're saying. You got to value what they're saying.
mm.
It's like, so
Absolutely.
you valuing what somebody who will change with the wind.
Right.
One day, one week he's a Knicks fan. Next week he's
Yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah.
how
He's
they're
not a
never gonna do
fucker.
this.
Fuck
They're
that
gonna never
dude.
gonna do
Yeah.
that. Then the another next week, this now when they win a championship, he can't. He's standing around holding
Mm,
himself and getting emotional and this that.
mm,
Wasn't it just you that said that Mike Brown better get the job done or else because this is
Yeah, he gonna be fine.
a
Yeah,
rudderless
exactly.
ship and the
Exactly.
offense is this and the offense is
Clown.
that. You and Kendrick Perkins, and it's just like
right.
But
again,
he's a clown with
That's the
power,
problem though with
right?
this
Exactly.
guy.
He's a
Wow.
clown with power. Like we can acknowledge his idiocy. We can acknowledge his coonery. We can acknowledge everything that's bad about this motherfucker, right? But again, if you don't address his bullshit, he will carry it on the most powerful platform on earth.
Yep.
we giving him the power.
It's
Jalen Brown
no, no.
gave him the power.
The
He
power
gave him
has
power.
already. We not giving him shit,
No, I'm
Mm,
right?
saying
You know
when
what
you
I'm saying?
address
It's
it,
the oligarchs, and it's the power structure that gives him the black face to talk down on all social problems.
yeah,
He's a cheerleader for fucking Trump.
yeah,
All right, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta address this motherfucker. If you don't address him, right, he will continue to throw your name in the fucking mud. That's why he got his ass stomped out
mm.
by Jalen Brown. He couldn't fuck with his integrity. He couldn't fuck with his rhetoric. He was too fast for that motherfucker.
yeah.
Right? You know what I'm
So
He
saying?
yeah,
does
And
this
if you
yeah,
if
a
you
lot.
let people like that keep on doing it, you know what I'm saying? You're in the masses that only go so far as ESPN.
Mm,
Right? They don't fuck around with no NPR. They don't fuck around with no independent journalism. They don't do none of that shit, right? And they get their whole fucking source from Fox News and ESPN. They will believe that Jalen Brunson, wow. Jalen Brown
Jalen
is a
Brown.
malcontent.
Mm,
That see now that right what Live is saying, and this is my problem with Stephen A. And because the narrative becomes because I was listening to NBA radio, so I'm and
Hmm.
Justin
mm,
Termini. Now that the way they're talking about Jalen Brown, and this was annoying the shit out of me, is
Hmm.
that the way they're talking about, oh, he's this, and that. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy has never, no DUIs, he's never beat up any women, he hasn't done
Never.
any of those things, and then
Anyway.
you're trying to paint this guy out like he's some locker room cancer or some
Yes,
nonsense,
sir.
and that's
That's
not the
what I'm
case.
talking about.
right.
That's
And I can understand with Jalen Brown firing back because it's one thing. All right, you want to say this stuff like that because he did this to Kevin Durant before,
Mm,
hmm
but you can't. This is just me personally, man. As I'm not going to sit someone let disparage my character and not
actually.
not not um
Absolutely.
answer back, man.
right.
Like
Absolutely.
Steven, look, I listen to talk radio. I've been trying to get on this show because yeah, I want to go toe to toe with this guy on this show
Mm,
Mhm.
Oh,
because
please,
yeah,
please record it if you
I
do. Oh my
I can't get
God.
through. I already got banned off of Sean Hannity's show. They won't even let me through that.
Oh,
mm,
So
I
I
would
mean,
love to
It's
hear
Sean
that. Oh my
Hannity
God, that
show.
would make my whole
man, he
life.
banned me years ago because years ago. But that's a whole nother thing, man. But
right.
I don't think Jalen Brown. But for Philadelphia, I don't think Philadelphia, as far as he's too smart.
Hmm.
And look, I'm
Hmm.
about to throw shots at Gotham City, and I don't care. I don't care. um, they're morons. They're
Yes,
idiots.
sir. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
enjoy
sir.
watching them
Yes, sir.
bitch and cry and moan. Oh, they're taking over our stadium. F you. Eat your cheesesteak and take it.
Take it. Right.
I wouldn't
Right.
be surprised if they package him up because
Fuck
he's
Broad
look, he
Street.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna, he is not good. Look, them reporters, I don't think they know what to in for it because this guy is not some dummy, man. This guy went to
Right.
Cal. They be asking some dumbass questions. Next thing you know, he'd be like, what? He'll be talking about, Greek mythology, and these guys don't know what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fine.
he's got to go because he's too smart. So, I don't like, look, I'm glad that, look, if Boston's weaker, fine. Now, I live here within the sphere. God, God, there's going to be Jalen Brown jerseys everywhere, everywhere,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Exactly.
Because I live right in the, not in the heart of it, but outskirts of this madness. But yeah, I hope he just
Yeah.
yeah, 1 year to send him out to the West Coast.
So you think he just gonna come in and supplant what Maxi and that young dude is like, yo,
It's their team.
they're
Yeah, it's their
not.
Their
team.
team.
It's
I don't
their
know. I
team,
don't
and
know
it's
what
like,
the.
yo, I don't like. If he would have to come in and be able to like supplant what Maxi can do off the dribble,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the young kid that's coming up behind Maxi, and I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And if Embiid can just be 50 to 60% of Embiid, I
Can't get off
don't.
the floor. He can't get off
Yeah,
the floor.
I'm just saying. I don't see. Because Jalen Brown is. He needs to overpower. First of all, get the switch, overpower it, then hit the fadeaway. Then hit the fadeaway. He can't shoot from three. Most of the time. Sometimes it's just like UFOs.
Right.
Sometimes it's just like you be like, yo, what happened there? But
Exactly.
and be that as it may, it's like I don't. For me, it's just like you can't give legitimacy to ignorancy
Mm.
to ignorant
Ah!
people. You can't, and
Oh
it's
my
like I
God!
feel
Can
like
I
I
can
feel
I coin that phrase, please?
no, I feel like you just Stephen A. is an idiot. Everybody knows he's an idiot, but he
You
Exactly.
talking
can't
about
give legitimacy.
people asking
Wait, say
pe-
it again. You can't give
pe-
legitimacy to.
to idiots.
To idiots.
No. Oh, you can't give legitimacy to idiocy. Okay, I gotta write that
There
down.
you go.
So again, it's kind of like yo, like you Stephen A. He's gonna say whatever he can say to get people to pay attention to him. Like this whole
Of
thing
course.
about, oh, people are asking him to run for president.
Oh God.
Who it's
Oh
like
God,
You
no!
have no
Please.
idea how bad I've been trying to get on his show because I'm
it's
like,
like
I can't
first of all,
wait.
like who's as because you talk about sports and some of the stuff you say, it's clear you don't even know what you're talking about.
See,
It's
Absolutely.
clear.
that's
It's
Hmm.
the,
clear.
that's
But
why you'll never get on his show, Ronan, is because he doesn't want anybody on there that's smarter than he is.
I'm gonna go
mm,
Absolutely.
fake it. I'm
That's
gonna
true.
pretend. I'm gonna
That's true.
pretend that I'm on his side, and then that's
It's-
when I stick him right in the chest with the knife.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
yeah.
that. Oh God, that's so hard
Mm.
But it's
to
not. No, it's
fake
not. No, it's not.
fake
Evelyn,
him
here, I tell you
out.
how easy it is. Years ago, I called on Sean Hannity's show, right? So I called in. The screener's talking to me. I'm like, oh yeah, George Bush this, I, so and so, and then I flipped, and then cut me right off. Like, oh, we're up against a commercial break, and boom, cut me off. And she's, oh, I thought, and the screener's like, oh, I thought you was. I was like, no, no,
no,
no, no.
no.
I'm poison. That's what I am.
That's right.
Right. And
Right.
that's why I mean it's ridiculous. It's manipulation. I can't stand it.
But he
Mm.
likes, but Stephen A. Smith likes confrontation. That's what he likes. He
Yeah.
likes pretending that he's some tough guy. He
Well,
likes
if he likes
confrontation.
confrontation, then he would allow you on his show.
Mm.
But that's
Obviously,
what he
he
likes. That's
doesn't.
why he gets away with what he does as NBA players. See, he likes it like this confrontation, and then when they call him out on his nonsense, some of them, like Kevin Durant, is not built like that. He
Mm.
picked on the
Well,
wrong
he
dude,
only
this
likes
guy,
confrontation
and
if he's the
Jalen
one
Brunson,
doing the
some of these other
cutback.
dudes.
He
He's
Bro.
a
only
clown.
likes
He likes that.
yeah.
He thrives in that. But when he's confronted with someone else that can just
Bring it.
like call him
That
out
can
and stuff like that,
articulate
then
their stance.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
he
saying?
Jalen
backs
Motherfucker?
he backs down.
Jalen Brown's dad want to see him. No, I need to
Mm.
see you. I need to see
Yeah,
you
he
face to
don't want
face.
yeah, he don't
I
want
need
no
to
parts
see
of
you
that
face to
smoke.
face. I need to
Yo.
see you face to
Yeah,
face. Like I'm not doing all that.
and
I'm
we
not
ain't talking.
technologically. I'm not technologically savvy
Exactly.
and all of this
Right.
stuff.
We not talking.
I want man to man. We
There
we
you
we
go.
hash out
Right.
whatever whatever
And
the
you'll never see it because sociopaths are extremely fragile ego individuals,
That's not gonna
and
happen.
they are the loudest. They scream the loudest, and they have nothing to offer. They're like a shell. So
There's no sustenance to them.
Oh,
That's
I
the
want
right,
to see
problem.
exactly,
Marcellus Brown and Stephen
exactly.
A. Smith and him and Big Perk. I want to see that.
Word.
yeah, but
'Cause they talking crazy, and I don't think they realize that this dude was a professional boxer, man. He will beat them into the next millennium.
well, then he like stabbed somebody up in the parking
Yeah, too.
garage.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he looked like something out of Marvel Comics, man. I don't think you should be
Mm.
messing with that dude, yo.
He's
Word.
like he said he looked like Luke Cage.
Yeah, man. He like 6'9", man. I mean, come on,
He
man.
looked like Luke Cage. He looked like Luke Cage.
Wow.
All I can say, man, Big Perk talking crazy. I see what happens when dudes fight boxers. My friend got beat up by a boxer, and I warned
Mm.
him. I
Oh
could take
wow.
it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
nah, yeah, no.
yeah,
I
he got.
saw my step pops fight Mark Breland.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That was not pretty.
That's
Mm.
not a fight.
I thought my
That's not a
step
fight.
pops was the fucking Incredible Hulk.
That's
He
not.
See,
beat the shit out of my step pops.
that's
Man.
the thing with like this guy, whatever his name is, Stephen A. Smith. He'll talk a lot of shit, but when it comes down to it, you'll never see him.
Yeah,
He'll never
yeah,
show up because that's how
yeah.
sociopaths operate.
Right.
They talk a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
They
no,
have
he
nothing
don't
to
know
back it
fucking
up.
place.
Exactly.
Where
Yeah,
he
but
going?
so when he was talking and stuff about LeBron's son, and LeBron just came out and said, "Hey, here's how I feel about that situation,"
Hmm.
and
Mm,
just leave it at that. And if you got a problem with that, then you could always see me because you know where I'm at. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
just leave it at that. But this tit for tat, and you going, it's like, kind of, dude, you above that, yo. You above that.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
above that. So
But let me ask you: is he making money off
Ooh,
of all this bullshit?
of
Of course
Stephen
course.
he
A.
does.
Yeah, he's one of the
Of
highest
Why is
course.
paid
he
commentators. He's one of the
Yeah.
highest
why is
paid.
he
It
doing it?
might be Z. Might be Z. He got 100 platforms.
Word.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So
I
it's like
don't like.
he's
I
the
mean,
Look, I don't mess with LeBron. I don't like how. I don't like what he did after the fact. Is that he went running to Gil's arena, and then he's talking all crazy and stuff like that. And that look, so LeBron confronted you, and then you didn't. Your balls dropped, and
right.
then you go and you run on Gil's arena, and then you're talking crazy, talking reckless. Oh, I thought it was this is a bitch move, stuff like that. What you're doing is a bitch move, man. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Why
But
don't you
that's
do wait,
it's
why
his
don't you do
demo.
showing those boxing moves I seen, the ones that made me laugh so hard almost I spit out my soda. Show me those
Yeah,
boxing moves that you do,
Word.
Stephen
He
A.
said, "Yo, if he would have put his hands on me, it went down." You know what I'm
it went
saying?
Ah.
down.
It's like
Word.
what if he would have thrown
yeah,
Queens,
that right that
Queens
with
would
that
have came out.
that right
Fuck out.
yeah.
uppercut I saw him throw? LeBron would have laughed. Yeah, he would have beat LeBron because LeBron would have been on the floor laughing his ass off. Like, what?
Laughing.
That's the punch you're throwing me? That that robotic
Wow.
nonsense? He would have laughed so
Yeah.
hard.
Right.
Exactly.
I have a question. Um, I don't know if this is off topic or not. I saw something that you said that women should be aware.
Ah, I think I might get into that next week because I'm gonna get ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was curious because I was like,
Well,
wait,
let me,
I didn't
what
hear
I
you talk
what
about
I what I meant by that was honestly there was a not too long ago, I would say inside a week, there was a rape out here,
that. Oh,
uh,
Jesus.
Damn,
about
damn.
a 13-year-old girl or whatnot.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Van Cortlandt Park. I don't know if you guys know that out in the Bronx or
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, at 10 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? She's getting off a bus. My thing is, my thing is,
God.
women need to be more aware of their surroundings. Well, they need to have their head on a swivel. And I also kind of like, I'm not putting it on her, not putting it on her, but some of these women dress a little too provocative and
Yeah.
whatnot. And if you
Mm.
do that, nobody's saying you can't dress that way, but you got to understand what you're getting yourself possibly into
Right.
within
You're
that
you're
dress.
making yourself
You're becoming,
you're
you're looking
making
like a
yourself
target.
a target.
Exactly, exactly. So again, I just wanted to discuss that and put that out there and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not trying to
Wow.
tell
That's
anybody how to
so
dress,
sad.
but
Did
just
she get
be.
any news if she got hooked up with like a women's center or anything like that?
I would imagine so because they took her to the hospital and whatnot. I don't know the current status right now. Hopefully,
Fuck
Fucking,
no.
Oh.
she's fine, hopefully.
Ugh.
But
I
will
hope that
she really?
motherfucker die slow.
Exactly. Will she really be fine? Because that's a mental thing too. You
Ugh.
understand? To
Oh, I
get your
think that's a
mind
whole
back.
rabbit hole I could take you down all the way down.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? These guys,
Yeah.
and I saw a picture of the suspect. Looks a little bit on the that Mexican side. I hate to say it like that, but that's just what it is.
Did they say
Die
what?
slow. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a whole topic. That's a whole
yeah,
other topic.
yeah. Females. I mean, you gotta be careful. Like I see females on the phone and whatnot, not paying attention to their surroundings, whatnot. It's a game. I gotta tell you, you gotta be careful. You gotta be
Back in the day, I had gave my son's mother a little Davis 25
mm,
until I tried to teach her how to shoot that shit and
Oh,
found out she was more in danger of having that motherfucker
oh
mm.
than
no.
using it. 'Cause she wasn't gonna use it on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay, fair enough. Man.
so I was like, you can't have this because
Nah,
you need to be able to shoot somebody. Like you got to
Oh,
like
she didn't have it in her to do it.
right. She didn't even want to practice shooting. Like I said, I wanted to
right,
teach her how to shoot the shit. You know what I'm
right,
Uh-huh.
saying?
right.
And
They
she
gotta be careful.
she was all scared and shit. And I was like, nah. I was like, listen. So I bought her a couple of bottles of mace and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay,
You
but
know?
you gotta. They have to have that. Again, like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so sick and tired. Let me just say this. I am so tired of seeing yoga pants.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
dig it. I dig it.
Come on.
I
It's
dig
like,
Well,
it.
yo, if you have a full length mirror, if you see how you're going out, don't be shocked and surprised by men's reactions to that.
Right.
It's not gonna always be a nice experience.
Yeah,
You're gonna go through the catcalls, whatever the case may be.
yeah.
Some guys, listen, mental health is a serious issue. Some guys, man, they want to stop at talking.
Not what? Talking.
Word.
Talking.
Yeah, they
right.
Nigga,
won't
talk.
stop. They'll go to the next level.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
Space and opportunity. They'll go
They
to the
should
next
fucking.
level.
Well, I think a lot of women need to sharpen their
They
skills.
have to. Stop
Yeah,
it.
no,
Sharpen,
that too.
and I don't mean like shooting skills. I
No,
mean
I know what you mean.
a reaction time.
No,
You
Well,
yeah.
know,
how about the
it-
not just the reaction time, just be aware.
Oh yeah, I was getting
Be
ready to
aware
say
what's
that go
going on.
right along with what I was saying.
Exactly.
It's you have to be fully aware, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I don't want to separate the genders or whatever, man. But men have an instinctive
Right.
capacity to know what the fuck is what
Hmm.
they surroundings are. We cannot walk
Hmm.
any old fucking place.
No,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
can't do any old fucking thing. We can't talk to whoever the fuck we want to talk to in a manner that ain't respectful. Man, you know what I'm saying? If that motherfucker is dangerous,
Yeah.
like your whole instinct, you have to walk with a sense of preservation. Even if you're a tough guy, you understand what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
you have
right.
a male knows that there's a capacity to get killed
Exactly.
saying
Exactly.
some
Well,
stupid
that's
shit.
that's what women need to hone in on
Right,
is,
right,
you
right.
know, keeping your head on a swivel. Like
You have
I
to.
rely on my pent up rage to keep me safe. Um,
Mhm, mhm,
You gotta be
you know,
careful.
mhm.
You got a
You
gun.
yeah,
gotta.
I'm I can't even go there.
I feel you.
Um, I'll walk around with like a serial killer face,
Yeah,
and and people will be like, "Whoa,"
yeah.
Well,
you know.
within that, your demeanor and whatnot, just be aware is the first thing that should be on your mind.
Right.
Being aware of your surroundings, who's around you. If put it like this, if you're on a bus and whatnot, if you're on a bus, get off the bus, you got to do a transfer. Take a look around, see who's. Oh, was this guy on the bus as well? Why is he looking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, wow, yeah, yeah.
You have to these little signs you have to recognize. You have to recognize and realize it could be a threat.
Right.
I look in every single person's eyes.
Of course,
Every
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
bus that I go on, I
you have
look
to.
at every single
You have
person
to.
directly in their eyes
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
because I want to know what I mean, I can read people's intentions. It is what it
Mhm.
is, and
Of
um,
course.
if you're making a sudden move, I'm getting them right off that bus.
I feel you.
Right. Right. And,
Wow.
and and really, you have to acknowledge like some of these serial, participants, motherfuckers that have always been doing this shit,
Right.
right? Know how to get away with being unaware. They stealthy.
Exactly. They
They
very,
and they
very
have a lot of practice of being
exactly.
unnoticed. You know what I'm
Very.
saying? But again, you know what I'm saying? Like again, man, I grew up in the projects, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So we can't either side. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Fort Greene,
Right.
right? There's three sides. Everybody can't walk on everybody's side.
No.
Right, you know what I'm saying. So now, in order for you to know who the fuck is who, you need to know faces and know figures and know and
Exactly.
know vicinities and all of that shit. That's
Yeah.
just an everyday way of fucking life. You
Word.
know what I'm saying? So it's I didn't allow the women in my family to walk around alone
Right.
before the sunset.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like my
Sure.
grandmother wasn't outside if it wasn't light. You understand what I'm saying? My mother wasn't. You
Sure.
know what I'm saying? My mother did what the fuck but my mother beat niggas up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. But still,
Right.
my point is, she was very hood savvy,
Exactly.
right? She didn't have that shit,
No.
right? You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
a lot of these younger women, well, younger generation, their faces in their phones.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh wow,
If
This
Ab.
is what
you
I'm
Yeah.
take
saying.
you
This is
Yeah.
what
out of
I'm
your
saying.
Yeah.
phone and
And
look
and
at
this,
people, I mean, I'm constantly looking at in people's face.
of
If if
course.
you're if you're looking down and you're walking towards me and you don't look up, I'm gonna be like, "Hello, excuse
Mhm.
me,"
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
Guys,
I mean, I can get really nasty. That's why I stay home.
But that's a deterrent too. My mother was great at screaming on people. You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
it definitely
Well,
makes an impression. That's for sure.
Right. Right.
if somebody's coming at me and you're not looking up where you're going, something's wrong with
Oh,
you and you need to look at me.
Oh, all right,
Right.
guys. Let me break out. It's been a
Yep.
great show.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys. We're gonna finish this up.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
like,
I have to
my
revisit this topic because
oh, no
women
doubt,
need to be aware.
no doubt. I
Hmm.
definitely will revisit it next week. Also, Zoran Mamdani, who's a kingmaker in New York, apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He got a lot of people elected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure
Yeah.
did. He sure did. And
Mm-hmm.
people are calling him a rock star and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's
He
doing
might
stuff.
he might make a presidential run. Yeah.
Oh
Listen,
gosh.
and
Oh my
he
god.
just might win too. You never know. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be something?
no,
Yeah.
he can't run for president because
He
Wow.
can't.
he's not naturalized born. He's not a born naturalized born
Wow.
citizen.
Wow.
He can run for like
Wow.
senator or congressman, but he can't be
Right.
Oh, he
president.
Right.
can't
Right.
run for president. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Well, they changed that
He's
rule.
a popular guy right now in New York. I tell you that right now. He's very popular. That's for damn
Well,
sure.
Yeah, I had read up on it. I had been wanted to be able to speak on it, but yeah, now we'll kick it another time, right?
We'll
Yeah,
kick it, no
yeah.
doubt. Guys,
but,
thanks for tuning in for
Mm-hmm.
joining
all
me
right. Have a good
live.
night.
Bishop
Dylan,
and
be good. You know what I'm saying?
Ronan.
Bishop, be good. Ronan, be
Yes,
good.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, be
All
All right,
right,
I
easy.
will.
be easy as well, brothers.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I'll
sir.
try not to hurt anybody.
All right, guys.